monsters now! What'd I miss?
You have defeated many of the heroes of the forces of light. However, the door of doom has fallen, and the armies of men, elves, and dwarves now march freely in the lands of Gorgar.
Well, shit.
The crown is perfect, and you guys have it, and that's great.
We take the crown.
No, I gave it to your friend,
You give it to Hamhead?
the little one.
God fucking damn it.
Someone push him in line.
And you see a column of warg riders, and at the head of them is Olag.
Storm the Bloodkeep! Find the traitors!
Oh my god. Oh my god. The siren pulls up out of the clouds.
We back, baby! We back!
And Tavian St. Vincent.
Son of a bitch.
Little brother! He is dropped, lands on the deck of the ship. I'm gonna need everybody here to roll initiative. Hello, one and all, and welcome back to Escape from the Bloodkeep. I'm your Dungeon Master, Brennan Lee Mulligan. Here, as always, are our vile villains. Say hello, vile villains.
Hello, vile villains.
Oh, wonderful. Guys, we find our vile villains here in the skies above Gorgar, on board the Siren, flagship of the Forgotten Fleet.
Double pants. Double pants.
Oh my
Double
goodness.
pants.
Speaking of double pants, I forgot John Feathers.
Can we get little pants? Where's his hat made of skin?
Where's his skin hat and his spider silk suit?
Because you know he's ready to hit the town.
And
This is a game of imagination.
Yes, exactly.
That's
But we also see not only is John Feathers accompanying you wonderful people, we also see our friends here, Lilith and Maggie aboard the Crow's Nest, Captain St. Vincent at the helm with Bad Henry behind him, Old Pickering down here. The rest of your crew is below decks, manning the cannonade and everything like that. Anne's over here as well. We have Efink, Soakbar, Jeremy over there by the side, and Leland right near the front as two more eagles arrive.
Now, in preparation for their arrival, seeing them kind of swoop towards the ship, is there a moment where like we could do a quick round to cast for preparation spells?
Everyone here can do a quick round of preparation spells as you see enemies approaching. I'll actually go, and while you guys are figuring out what kind of preparation spells you guys want to cast, I'll also mention a new little addition of some house rules for how the siren works. So there's a couple different actions that you guys can take. The person taking these actions must take them at the helm, right? Anyone at the helm can use their round's movement to either maneuver the ship or to race the ship, basically gun it. As you can imagine, maneuvering the ship means that anything attacking the ship gets disadvantaged, but it radically lowers the speed of the ship as it's moving, right? And then racing means you're gunning ahead, and everyone that wants to try to hit you is going to be able to hit you probably with advantage if you're moving past them, right? But you're leaving slower enemies in your wake. Those are movement actions from whoever's at the helm. Additionally, I know this is rough with a rogue's bonus action economy, but as bonus actions on your turn, you can also call for a broadside, which is firing the cannons alongside of the ship. One side of the ship is a broadside, which does a bunch of damage. You still roll an attack roll for it because you can possibly crit with it, but even actually on a miss, broadsides still do half damage to things on that side.
On any of our turns.
Unfortunately, it can only happen once per round, so probably it's going to be the captain making those calls, unless the captain wants to wade into battle and leave it to Bad Henry or someone else to do that, in which case you'll be doing that, of course, without proficiency. Right. Also, you have the ability to use this gun on the front, which is the Fire Drake. Broadsides do 8d6 damage. That gun at the front, the Fire Drake does 16d6, but does not do half damage on a miss. So it's like, you gotta hit with it, but if you hit, oh baby, right? Those are, and then of course there is ramming, which you are allowed to do. Here's the deal with ramming the ship.
Oh, hell yeah.
If you choose to try and ram someone with the ship, you can do as many d6 of damage as you would like to do, and the ship takes it as well.
Okay.
Up to a cap of 30, right? So you can take it to 30 d6. And you can try to make a pilot check to have it take only half the damage it deals.
Okay.
But that DC gets higher and higher the more D6 you tack
How
on.
many hit points does the siren have?
I will tell this to you right now because you have an intuitive sense of your ship's health and well-being. The Siren has an armor class of 18 and it has 500 hit points.
Okay.
So only one person is controlling the ship at any given time, and they have to be at the wheel, is that right?
That is correct. For our purposes, we're actually gonna split these up. The maneuver and racing things, that those have to be done from the helm, but calling for broadsides or a ram, you can do from elsewhere on the ship.
Got it.
So things that control the actual ship moving have to be done from the wheel, but on your turn, if you want to use a bonus action rather than doing a teleport, rather than doing something else, you can call out a broadside, you can call out a fire, you can call out all that attack shit.
And it makes and Markus, I'm assuming Markus is the captain here. No one else is calling actions unless he specifically deputizes someone else to do it, right?
That's exactly
Yeah,
correct.
that sounds about right. Yeah.
Well, let's go around. So you guys see a group of eagles approaching. John Feathers is flying behind you guys. Old Pickering looks up and goes, "Right, Captain, we see eagles approaching from the north." You see huge flock of eagles carrying this massive tree monster, another eagle carrying this sturdy-looking dwarf, and then one carrying your brother, Tavian St. Vincent, who leaps and alights on the front of the ship. Everyone here has a round to try to cast a spell or do something that you want to potentially do for this combat. Let's just go around and see if anyone wants to do anything in like a pre-combat round.
Okay.
Rake, is there anything you want to do pre-combat?
What could I do? Just like ready beating somebody?
You could fly into a rage. You could probably fly into a rage.
Okay, I'll do that.
Barbarians are simple. Cool, so you start to get mad. Leland.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Armor of Agathis. I'm gonna go ahead and just like put my hand on my chest and you watch as all the moisture in the air freezes into this shell of ice shards on the cusps and edges of my armor.
Stay frosty.
Awesome.
I roll my eyes.
Funny.
Thank you. I thought it was very good. It's a mom joke.
I need it on a pillow.
Awesome, we have Armor of Agathis. Is that concentration?
No.
Oh, hell
Lasts for an hour.
And then Efink.
Efink is, trying to persuade her friends that she is indeed on their side, despite what everything else and all of her suggestions last time might have been prior to boarding the ship. So she, basically on St. Vincent's way up to the helm, she just casually touches him, alights him with some necromantic but good energy and heals him for 17 hit points.
Ooh, thank you.
And some of his wounds are closed. He gets a really good vibe from her.
Whoa, you gave him a good vibe.
I might be wrong about you.
And winks.
Wonderful.
This hasn't been mentioned yet, but I as a sort of like, I have like a bandolier of potions that is just sort of on me at all times, just to constantly mixing shit up. And I kind of like kneel down to Jeremy. It's like, I need you in your best form today, buddy. So I take a potion of heroism, or maybe villainy, if we're depending on how we're skinning this. I sort of like wrap it in ground beef that I've got in my pocket. Like, oh, here you go, Jeremy. And just,
Is it like a giant pill?
It's like a giant pill. It's like a pill pocket thing.
And a peanut butter cone?
Exactly, yeah. Like, I've shoved this potion of heroism into like basically like a meat peanut butter cone. And like gave it to Jeremy to chomp up. So Jeremy has 10 temporary hit points and is blessed for an hour.
Hell yeah. So make sure to roll that D4 on those attacks and saving throws.
Yep.
And that's awesome. Lilith.
As a reaction, I'm going to call upon the spirits of the fangs. And so basically that means that I can use a reaction to grant advantage to an attack roll of any target in the aura, which is 30 feet from me. So that's everybody. So I guess you all roll attack with advantage now. And then also you all have advantage on perception checks while in the aura. Just in case there's a halfling wandering around or something, maybe.
Not bad at all.
So I'm gonna do that, and also just spray. There's like webs everywhere around here, and these little nooks and crannies. And some of the kids are like in little corners.
We're
and
in the crowd.
Yeah, and then all of them.
Little web water slide in the back.
Yeah, Spider's big day.
Some of them are ballooning down from the crow's nest.
Incredible. And then Marcus.
All right, so with me, I'm just at the helm, and I actually sheathe the fog of war and bring out my hand crossbow.
Hell yeah, great. Without further ado, and some friends are getting dropped in on the party.
Why didn't we kill Galfast? Why didn't we? Why did we let her live? Was it my
Oh,
husband?
yeah, your husband. Your husband.
Actually, I don't mean to bring that up and make
Not
it
to
seem
point
like it
any
was
fingers.
you.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Boom! A bunch of eagles even higher overhead drop a giant tree man on the front of the ship. In front of him is a dwarven woman. This is the hero Bulric Belbarrel. She boom, lands. She lands with about as much of a thud as the tree did. She looks pretty sturdy. And then
Dense.
the Prince of Kilstoop, Tavian St. Vincent, bam, lands here in front of you in his sailor's attire, sort of green, familiar parrot on his shoulder. It looks up and says, Marcus, come home. It's over.
No, I want to come home, but without you. So we got the same plan, and I love it.
You guys, so we're gonna enter initiative order. Soakbar, you were the first to act.
Really? I
Yeah.
was not expecting that at all.
But it's okay because you're all prepared.
I thought I had a second to think. That's cool. All right.
Parrot.
Yeah, no, Soakbar, you're first to act.
You know what? Then I'm just going to let's see. Where am I? Sorry for standing here. I can get around Leyland, right? Or like I can sort of occupy that space as I'm moving
You
through.
can move through me as ally.
Cool. Let's try this. I will use a bonus action to ensnaring strike. What's our dwarf's name again?
Bulric Belbarrel.
Boric Bellbarrel. I'm gonna try to ensnaring strike Boric, and then move to him, and then try to smack him. That'll be that's the sort of full thing I'm gonna try to do. So I guess one at a time. Do you need to do anything for ensnaring strike?
It's a bonus action to cast it.
Yep.
And then you're just going to go up and take your attack.
Great. So I'll do that. So bonus action. I'll run. Oh, I'm gonna knock this eagle over. All right, I'm gonna run in here.
Boom. And you see a very beautiful dwarven woman. Looks like she just had a clean shave this morning. It's got like a little bit of shaving cream up here still. You see that, but just like granite, she looks and says, "Hey, are you those that fell Telmir the Calm?
Yeah, that was us.
Then you shall pay for it."
Oh, come on.
He's always been kind of a douche.
Listen, I never thought I'd be friends with an elf for sure, but
Well, same argument as last time. If you love Telmir, I'm his daughter, so maybe leave me alone. I don't know.
like that's a stretch for sure. you are holding a skull actively right now.
I mean, a bone.
Everyone's got skulls. Well, how is that inherently evil?
It's creepy to hold a skull out in your hand.
Well, that's
You're holding one up here.
No, I'm not wearing a skull. Look, I have like a shield and the axe and.
You've got one here.
It's really quite funny. Watch.
Hello, it's me.
You're the bad guys.
So, and I'll say I'm gonna try to cast Ensnaring Strike as a 3rd level spell. Cool. Okay, so first I'm gonna try to I'm a hit. Rolled. Oh, that's no good.
Oh, no.
That is a 4 plus 11 is 15.
15 does not.
Damn.
So clang against her armor. You see like thorns and briars shedding off of your axe. Your spell is still on the axe. You have not wasted the spell. But you take your attack, and that's going to be your turn. Unless, because Jeremy can't take a coordinated attack. That's going to be Maggie.
Great. So I'm up in the air there. I can't jump on an eagle from there, can I? Should I? Because I prepared to I'm raging right now, right?
Yes.
Okay. I guess I don't know if I should try to just jump down here and land on one of these folks or something if I can do something like that. Don't.
Jump down. I would give you advantage if you make a jump check to jump down on them.
Okay, I will do that.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. Go ahead and just give me an athletics check.
Okay. 1.
Oh no. Okay.
Is that advantage?
Do it and plus 10, 11.
Oh wait, you are raging, right?
Yeah.
And there is advantage
Oh, okay.
on strength checks.
Okay. Thank you.
Woo!
7.
Y'all almost just watched Reika jump in a volcano. Oh, man. So you kind of jump and you get a little bit of like, whoa, the wind's stronger up here. Because you're very strong, but you don't have enough weight to like, again, the ship is moving at like, 50 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Like, so you leap down, and where are you leaping towards?
I was going to try to land on maybe this tree or, yeah.
You can land right in the middle of all these this crew if you
Okay.
want. Cool. You land right here in front of the tree.
Okay.
Cool. Go ahead and make your first attack with advantage.
Okay. 13, and then I add, 11? So that's 24. 19 plus 11, 30.
24 and 30 both hit.
Okay, great. And then for damage, 6, 5, 11. 11 plus 6, 17, plus 9 because I'm raging.
Yes, that's correct.
What did I just say?
17 plus
11 plus 6, 17 plus 9, so 26.
26 damage. Damn. Awesome. Cool. You wham, slam into the tree.
Yeah.
You have another attack if you want it.
Good. 5, and do I get advantage on that?
I'm gonna give you advantage on the first
Okay,
swing.
cool.
Jumping
So that's 5 plus 11, 16.
16 hits. Go ahead and roll
Okay.
damage.
6, 1, 7 plus 6, 13. Plus 9, 22.
22. Oh man. You guys see this giant tree land, and you and just knock a whole fucking limb off into the sky.
Very good.
The fire on your hammer doesn't appear to make this tree very happy. Incredible. Awesome turn. That's going to be Efink.
Efink, all right. Having healed her captain, she ventures forth to this fray. 1, 2, 3, 15 feet. And she calls forth her beings of protection, the elven paparazzi that swirls around her and gives everyone a false sense of celebrity, but also the crippling insecurity that comes with it. Little tiny necrotic elven creatures with memory apparati swirl around her.
Awesome.
15-foot radius. So I'm actually hoping maybe I'll move
If you want to move one more closer.
one more closer behind
Leland there. Cool.
behind Leland, yeah.
Cool. Cool. We're crowding up there. Just a fucking huge melee on the deck. Awesome. So at the beginning of their turns, so we have Spirit Guardians active. Great.
Yes, Spirit Guardians, that's right.
Cool.
Just like,
Yeah, all the way.
You can actually feel it. Bad Henry's like, this is bad. You feel like the
Lilith
ship
is
starts to like
tipping
proud.
No one tell OSHA.
There's a little sign that says, we have gone 0 days without an accident on this airship.
If you get John to perch here, it'll like.
Yeah.
That is so funny.
That Henry's about to hang a 1 and then no.
Put it down, Henry. No. Streak,
hell
ruin
yeah.
our streak.
Nope, as hell. Okay, that's Efink. Now these eagles are going to go. And this eagle turns around and looks at John and says, "What in the hell are you wearing? That's not what our people wear." And he goes, "Our people wear whatever we want. Are we the freest race of Elna or are we not? Why can't I wear a hat?"
Yes, you can!
This eagle flies straight for John in the air.
Ooh, eagle fight.
Eagle fight. These guys sort of swing back over here. Then this one's going to come straight for Lilith. Mix him up a little bit. So he's going to make some attacks on Lilith now. Let's see. That's a hit. That's a hit as well. Lilith, you take first. You take 14 and then 16 points of damage. 30 altogether.
Oh, 30.
So you take 30 points of damage, and I'm going to need you to make 2 strength saving throws.
Oh, baby. Okay. 20 and 14.
Okay, DC is 13. So this eagle and attempts to, you guys see, just try to rip this spider off the fucking crow's nest and fling you into the ashy wastes of Gorgar. And you, 8 legs, pull you closer to the crow's nest, and it is going to move past you over here. And you do get an attack of opportunity on it as it flies, but I don't think you are armed with a weapon currently. You take an unarmed attack.
No, but I believe that as an attack I can thorn whip or web whip. Use web whip.
So go ahead and make a melee attack with that. Yeah.
Is that okay? 22.
22 hits.
Fantastic. So that is 9 piercing damage.
Hell yeah.
And I pull it 10 feet closer.
So you
to
see,
me.
this thing fucks you up. You and pull it back closer to the ship as this lasso of web whips around its throat.
Out your butt, right?
At my butt, it's true.
Oh, yeah. Come back here.
Finish there you go.
So pull the eagle closer. That's going to be Markus.
All right. Tavian, look, I could be mad at you because of the original reason I was mad at you, which is after years of sitting through our regal tutors, you was like, I don't want to do this. I'm going to be an artist. I'm not going to be here. And at the last moment, stealing the throne from me. But what really grinds my gears is how you sent me out on a scouting mission to just leave me out in the dark.
You see, he looks at you and says, it's like, Markus, I have a question for you. You were lost. You were lost at sea.
Aww.
Do you have any proof other than your own feelings that we didn't look for you?
Yeah, because I wasn't found. That's enough for me, Tavian.
You see, he looks up at you and goes, he says, you are the most stubborn, stupid little brother that there has ever been, and I am through with it. You sided with a guy called the Lord of Shadows.
Yes.
Stop applauding!
I miss you.
Well, after I'm done with you, Kale Stoop is gonna be under a new rule. One that does. Well, no, look, I'm a mercenary. I've served the guy. He gets frustrated.
Yeah, tell him.
She says, fight well, Markus. And so roll with advantage. I'm going to use the reaction to roll with advantage.
You'll think of a good one later.
Oh, you don't need it.
So I'll take the 19. That means it'll be 30. I'll move to get sneak attack.
Cool. Awesome. And you actually probably can't, this is a very Munchkin-y D&D thing to say. You have enough movement to actually, like, move, shoot, and get back to the helm in the same round if you want. It just means that you're not going to be able to use your movement to gun the ship this time.
Okay, that's fine.
Cool. So you alight up on, like, the gunwale of the ship. Roll your sneak attack damage.
All right.
Wait a minute. If Markus is there, then who's flying the ship?
He actually is still yelling at you at the helm and as you sneak down. His eye line is still at the helm. Yeah.
Whoa. All right. 35 damage.
35 damage. Hell yeah. You fire right for his throat. He uncanny dodges, grazes the side of his neck, takes half damage, and begins to sprint down the deck of the ship towards you. You hit him, alight back to the helm, and Tavian is going to take a bonus action disengage.
He's starting his turn kind of in Spirit Guardians? Does that matter?
Yes, he does. So he will need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Sweet. 18.
He does not succeed. Go ahead and roll full damage.
I did, and it's 26.
Woo!
26 paparazzi damage.
Oh no!
They really can ruin you.
Your left, your leg out, leg out, leg out. Give it to me. Left side, turn around.
Yeah, they take an
Look over your
awful photo
shoulder.
of him.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Cool. You see, Tavian is going to take a disengage. There's no attacks of opportunity. And he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50, 55, 60. And he is up here on the gunwale of the ship. Does not take an attack that round, but is poised to, is like sort of over your head on the gunwale. And he, goes, "What happens when the world of men falls and you're rich? Do you think that your money will protect you when all the land is overrun by shadow and darkness?"
We've already talked it over, and yes, I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine, and I might open up my own monster bank. Have you thought of that? Have you thought of monster banks? Monsters need banks too. Also, why haven't you included my friend John Feathers in your collection of peoples?
This fucking bird with clothes on?
Don't you dare!
See, John looks over
It
at
is
you.
what he is. He has a bird with clothes on.
See, John looks
I don't
over
know
and
if it's
looks
an
at you,
insult.
Maggie, and
But
goes,
it was
"Do I
the
look
way he
stupid?"
said it.
No, you look fantastic, and if you let someone tell you otherwise, I'll scream.
One of the paparazzi takes a really great picture of him.
John, look! Look in the LCD screen.
Oh, it just flatters my collarbones.
Yes.
I look at
Let that inspire you into confidence.
Who is this mystery bird strolling through the sky?
Who's more better, Tom Cruise or this mystery?
incredible. It's gonna be Jeremy's turn.
Who is immediately behind Jeremy? Appears.
That's Old Pickering.
That's Old Pickering. I think Jeremy's gonna sort of scramble up the thing and go for Tavian St. Vincent here. I think I've got enough movement to reach him. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead and just give me an athletics check for him.
Oh, for like
this guy's
scrabbling
all swashbuckly, but if he's like gonna climb the gunwale after him, just give me a little athletics check for
Does
him.
he have a parrot?
Yes,
He does.
Oh.
It's a
Do you
very
have, like, a parrot
swashbuckly
smell?
nation
Oh, no,
where
no.
Markus is from.
Hell's Stoop is essentially a pirate city.
Yeah.
We're technically bad.
9 plus 9 is 18.
Okay, awesome. He's got no problem.
where-
So here's the thing. Here's what the choice will allow you to make. He can either attack from the barrels and can attack with disadvantage, or he can be in this precarious position on the edge of the ship where some bad shit might go down and attack without disadvantage.
I will have him be a little safer and attack with disadvantage.
Cool.
Let's do that.
Cool. He jumps up here. Go ahead and make your attack with disadvantage.
Cool.
Yay!
Ooh, so that was a 3 plus 4 is 7.
And then plus his normal attack.
Plus his normal attack, which is 10, so 17.
That potion does its thing, man. He hits.
It's full of what Scream Beasts need.
Cool, so then I guess he's going to attack. Which says 2d4. That is 13 damage from Jeremy.
Hell yeah. Wonderful. Lilith, that's gonna be your turn.
So Lilith, still attached by the abdomen to this eagle, says, "My fine feathered friend, see how disrespectfully your current allies speak of you. Now, our dear friend John has joined us because he likes what we have to offer. Golden nests, beautiful eagle partners, the respect that pants bring. Join us."
Wonderful. Go ahead and make unless this is a spell. you cast.
Persuasion.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
I'm going to use luck.
Ooh, okay.
So I will roll at advantage.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, that would be a 26.
Whoa. You see, he turns around and says, "You, vile queen, mistress of darkness. Was this like a golden nest situation?"
Yes, two aligned. Whatever you like. Or perhaps if your aesthetic is a little less gaudy, we could work with some other precious metals.
That's amazing. I don't suppose I could also just, and forgive me for reaching. I just want to see. So I just want to know what my options are. Could I live in just a full house, in just a house?
Yes, absolutely.
That would be great, because we all live in these nests and mountains, and when it rains, we're all just fucking getting rained on.
I always really wondered about that. Was it sort of an aesthetic choice?
No, just force of habit, tradition. You know, you bring it up to older eagles. You're like, we could build houses, and they're like, the eagles live in the mountains in these nests, and you're like, we speak, we have a language. We don't have to eat dirty meat and blast shit everywhere. And
What's wrong with dirty meat?
Hey, I'm not talking to you right now. Cool. So yes, your action. You see that this eagle considers what you have to say and seems to turn over to your side.
Yeah.
Cool. That's your action. Are you taking any bonus actions or movement?
No, I'll stay there.
What's your name? What's your name?
Yes, what is your name?
I am Matthias Feathers.
Matt? Can we call you Matt?
Matt's good, for sure.
I mean, any relation to Jonathan?
No relation. No
Wait,
relation. Just a
I
common
did hear of Matthias of Tiranath. Wasn't there a warrior of Matthias of? Yes.
I'm named after him. My dad picked him up and flew him out of a forest when it was on fire, and there were a bunch of wargs around. So
beautiful.
there you go. One of those fun things. Small world.
Actually, as a bonus action, since it's a bonus action, I'm going to do grasping web.
Oh, cool. Go for it.
So I conjure, I reach out with my arm, and like this, some of the webs that are up here on the prow whip out and attach themselves to the tree.
Cool.
And lash out and try to pull him off of the ship.
Please do. Please do. He's really slowing down this whole thing.
Awesome.
Tilting forward.
Okay, this is definitely a box of doom roll very early in the thing, because once again, we have a lot of very perilous encounters here.
Yeah.
We're like, fuck damage, we're just gonna throw people out of the combat encounter.
You made it a very precarious terrain.
Now, normally this would be a dexterity roll, but because the main thing that this treant is doing the second it lands is rooting to the ground, we're actually gonna make this a strength saving throw for him. I'm gonna rule that as the DM.
Yes.
He's got an incredible strength saving throw, as you might imagine. Your DC is 18. This treant gets a plus 14 to this roll.
Okay.
Now, on a 3 or lower, you fling this guy into the skies, which is not a no chance of happening. Here we go. Or sorry, no, plus 14 means that he needs a 4 or higher. So yeah, 3 or lower, and he's toast. 13, he succeeds, and probably would have succeeded even with a dex check.
Yeah.
You see that, so you try to whip him off. I speak for the forest, the green places of the world. I can make an apple in my hand.
Yeah, that's
The problem with these guys is they're always like, I speak for the forest, and they're never speaking for all
Yeah,
the forest.
you
know
really
what
can't
I
speak
mean?
for all the forest.
It needs
Yeah.
to be intersectional.
For sure.
Every
It's
tree is an individual.
like, right, they're not speaking for like the real gnarled trees.
Yeah, the
It's
stumps, a twig.
It's like, who appointed you speaker of the forest?
Yeah.
Was he elected? I mean,
I no, he's just like, oh, I guess I'll do this now. Oh, big old think piece.
And personally, I'm just glad Stalker's not here, because they'd be boning right now.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad
Yeah,
you're glad that I killed him.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
He's getting a good vibe off of you.
Yeah, still getting that good vibe.
You see John, John just fucking rakes his claw across this eagle in the back here, badly injures him. Blood goes everywhere, and this eagle goes, "Ah, wicked bird!" And you see John takes a little silk pocket square and throws it at him and says, "Clean yourself up." I like it. It's a new look for me. I feel great. You see, that's gonna be Leland.
Right. All right. Watching the tree get tugged but not actually forcibly removed from the bow of the ship, and the kind of clusterfuck that has suddenly occurred here at the front.
You can do it. Just know that your friends are around you. You
really-
will succeed. You will.
I feel like you're seriously condescending me right now. But
You're not wrong.
I know. Trust me. I've worked with you long enough. Seeing this scenario here, the dwarf's a bit upsetting, and I was about to go ahead and charge in, but now everyone kind of clustered in the middle. I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and climb up onto the edge.
Oh, awesome.
Just
Great.
kind of hold over the side.
There you go, and you get a little bit of putty right here.
Don't do it, Leland. You have so much to live for.
No. And he snapped off the base.
And you get a little bit more putty.
More putty. All the putty.
All the putty.
Yes.
Putty solves all our problems.
It does, really. And so I'm going to go ahead and get right about there.
Cool.
Sort of. Yeah, that's good. Sure.
That's good. That'll do it.
So
Wonderful.
Kind of climb off the side, holding onto the edge, kind of looking around where Sokbar's standing. All right. Let's see if we can make things a little bit chill. I'm gonna go ahead and cone of cold and try and get both Bullrick and this tree fellow in the blast up in that direction.
Hell yeah. Awesome. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, I could use some cone of cold right now. Gee.
So
Is that gonna hit me and Maggie?
No, he's taken great pains to just hit those.
I like the idea that it's like he just said it quietly to himself. Like nobody else heard him except for Lilith. And she goes, "Oh, why don't we make everything a little more chill?"
Oh, that is funny.
You're killing right now. The paparazzi has turned completely away from Leland and is snapping pictures of Lilith now. Great joke told by Dryder.
That's going to be 39 points of damage on a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh, man. Even both of them being very hardy and making their saves, still take a full 20 points of damage. As you see that, like all of the leaves in the treant's sort of massive head turn shades of brown, red, and orange as winter comes early. And Bullrick, see her like lips crack and eyes freeze over. Both of them sustain a tremendous amount of damage. And I will actually just give me a athletics or acrobatics check as you're hanging off the side of the ship here.
All right.
We'll call it a DC 10.
Cool, that's a 6.
So you hold on. I'm gonna need a dexterity saving throw from you.
Dang it!
That's a natural one.
You blast them. Oh, she lips crack. And you feel the full might of undeath unleashed from you. And you see that Garunra takes one step back, boom, and you just pop up off the top of the deck for a second and fall off the side of the ship.
Yes, which is great because nobody's paying attention to me.
Incredible. You begin to fall.
Oh God, is there any way I can make some sort of argument for a reaction of like holding my staff out just real quick?
Or can John?
You guys have plenty of ways to address this.
Yes.
All on your turn.
Yeah, okay. I have plans.
So Leland, you begin to fall. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
All right.
Oh, so you have an advantage on perception
You have
checks.
advantage on this.
Thank goodness. Didn't help me. But I appreciate the attempt. That's going to be a 7.
A 7. You don't notice much. Just fall.
Not even screaming. Just as I lose something. Of course. Why not?
Incredible.
This is a shitty Tuesday!
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is your guys' worst day in a long time. Cool. You see that it's now the pirate's turn. You see that Anne goes, right, oh shit, he's over the side, man overboard! Yells that out. But these guys are all going, Bad Henry's gonna take a swing at Tavian. You see Bad Henry takes his spear and just harpoons Tavian in the side. Old Pickering is going to turn around and take his flintlock out. Misses horribly. "Hey, you bastard!" He sort of blows up in his hand. "I'll get another one." Throws it over the side. And Anne is going to rush down here and hurls this chain, over the side all the way towards Leland.
He's facing away from the chain.
Doesn't see it.
Plummeting. She's gonna actually make an attack roll to try and hit you.
Wrap the chain around.
And freezing ice. Maybe that'll help. I don't know.
Actually, yeah, she hits you with the thing. What happens with the armor of Agathis again if someone hits you with an attack?
As long as they attack, they take 25 points of cold damage.
Cool. You see, she goes, "Don't worry, sir, I got you." And she is covered in ice.
In melee.
Oh, in melee! Fantastic. This is a ranged attack. So you see that this chain wraps around you, and she's holding onto it. As you are now suspended on this chain, and immediately she she like whips to the side and is like, it has her feet up on the wall here as you fly back into the clouds, stretching behind her on this chain.
Water skiing.
Yeah, basically water skiing.
My lips.
There's like a bird that like hits you.
And Markus just shakes his head and is like, "I'd marry that woman if it wasn't bad for workplace ethics."
I got you, Captain. The feelings are reciprocal, but I'm trying to get paid like everyone else.
You know.
Incredible. Cool. That's going to be Bulric now.
She needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
She does not succeed.
Awesome. That's because it's the same turn, 26.
26 damage.
Wow.
26
Is that from the Spirit Guardians?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Yes.
Necrotic paparazzi just draining the life from Bulric here.
You're ugly and fat.
I like how I look.
No body shame.
She's going to just wail on. She's gonna wail on Maggie, actually.
Oh,
No.
You take 11 plus 6, 7, halved to 8 damage because you're raging. So that's 8, and then 14, 18, 22, and then 11.
On top of that?
On top of that, yeah. And I've halved that for you. So she takes her axe, and I'm going to need you actually to make 2 strength saving throws, if you'd be so kind.
So 7, and then I add this, plus 10 is 17.
Cool, roll another one.
5 plus 10, 15.
You actually roll with advantage on these saving throws, by the way.
Oh, okay, so I rolled 2 more times? Or
Just roll one more time. You made the first
Oh, okay,
one, and then
cool.
roll the second one
Great.
again.
1 plus 10,
Cool.
11.
So you fail the second one.
Great.
You see that she goes ahead and knocks you 10 feet back with her second stroke of her axe.
Okay. Am I allowed to have some, because I have something called, what is it called? I set someone on fire, something.
Hellish Rebuke?
Yes.
You want to use Hellish Rebuke on her? You absolutely can.
Can I set her on fire?
Yeah, you absolutely
Does that
can.
set the ship on fire?
No, that will not set the ship on fire. I think Hellish Rebuke, what does it say? Do you have a
Set someone on fire if they hurt me.
Great. Hell yes, that's great.
I can look up
No,
a
I got it
more
right here.
technical,
Hellish
okay.
Rebuke, great. You point your finger.
The sparks over.
Cool. Go ahead and roll 2d10 damage.
6 plus 20.
Well,
Or wait,
2.
what? 2?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is so it's 2 plus 9. Okay, 11.
11 damage. Cool. You see that you get knocked back. What does Maggie say to conjure this hellish rebuke?
Don't touch me!
She's engulfed in hellish fire. Screams out. And that's Bulrick's turn. You guys see Garumara take his 2 fists, hit the deck of the ship, and start to grow roots into the ship. I'm gonna need another perception check from Leland.
Is it his turn? So he should make a wisdom saving.
Yes, and he will. He fails that wisdom saving throw.
26 necrotic damage from you just standing there. They ask him in 10 words or less how he feels about this battle.
I don't like it.
16 perception.
16 perception. You are back on this chain. You hear behind you.
Oh.
The smoke and clouds of ash part, and a goblin war zeppelin charges ahead with Olag leaning off the front door.
Oh no!
Somebody fucking kill me!
And
Can I use my reaction?
yes, you may use your reaction.
Is that a blimp?
This is a goblin war zeppelin approaching behind you. I'm gonna move Leland up a little bit. Here it is.
Do we know what's what it's fueled by?
Oh my god, that is top of class.
Is it just like a hot air, or it's not like filled with any flammable gases?
It's got like some kind of flammable gases up here. There's a bunch of it's a crazy little device scooting along.
I love it.
And we're gonna have
Little steam.
Yes.
Out there.
Someone for healing. What is it? What did the Hindenburg blow up from? Hydrogen. Pour hydrogen in there and make it explode. Or make the eagle sit on it.
You just need a fire.
Hatch it.
Yeah, put the eagle on it.
Put the eagle on it. Yeah. So Olag is here leaning, like holding onto the front. There's a bunch of goblins off to the side here, archers that are hanging off the sides. You guys also see that there is like this sort of like below decks, this little like hanging basket filled with enemies. Olag is hanging off the front there, and the zeppelin is going to fire on the siren.
You dangling off the edge.
That is a nat 20.
No! Oh wait, I can react.
I have a
Hold
plan
on.
now.
I would like to react. I can make that not be a thing. Maybe if the siren can be my ally. As a reaction, any ally within 30 feet of me, I can turn that attack into a normal hit as my sentinel at death's
Within
door.
30 feet.
But the siren is right
that's
underneath
interesting.
me.
This is the wording. The wording is the ally within 30 feet or the attacker?
The ally. A reaction when you.
Oh, ally.
Yeah, an ally I
Get
can
a ship.
see within 30 feet suffers a critical hit. I can turn that attack into a
up to
normal
you.
hit. It's called Sentinel at Death's Door.
Look at that. That's the mad DM face.
Robbing me of my critical hit. In this instance, I will say that because you have spent an entire couple sessions establishing your character as extremely materialistic, this object is a personal friend of yours. And we will allow that reaction ability. Incredible. Still a lot of, certainly a confirmed hit though, and a fair amount of damage as it is. That's gonna be 12d6 damage, would have been 24d6.
Oh, no, you don't. Not on my stuff.
39 points of damage to the siren, and you can record that. 39 points of damage to the siren, and you feel at the helm, boom! The siren takes a shot across the keel of the ship.
Markus looks over his shoulders, and rather than being annoyed by this, he smirks and goes, oh, you take me back. We're having a real airship battle now, boys. And he like rings a bell that alerts.
You hear the shuffle of bristles and cannons underneath the ship. This old pigger says, "Right, lads, looks like we've company. Look alive, you worms." And then the archers on the ship are all going to take shots at Leland. You see a bunch of goblins pop out and go, incredible. You see that the arrows ping, 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 harmlessly. And you see it says, "Get him in his eye, his eye!" As the arrows clang off of you as you
Leland, how you doing back there?
Fine, right?
Soakbar, that's you.
Oh, back to me. All right. Just so I can just do a quick, like, sort of make sure I've got everything that's going on here. We got this tree running roots into the ship. We got a goblin zeppelin bearing down on us and specifically Leyland. And then we've got these eagles locked in battle here, right?
That's
and then
correct.
one of these eagles is maybe interested in us turned to our side.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. I don't think I'm in a very good position to be able to help Leland. I don't think I have much that I can do.
I've got
for
it.
that.
It's fine.
Great.
It's fine. Do your thing.
What are you doing down there?
I still have that ensnaring strike on, so I think I'm gonna try again to hit Bullrick.
Cool.
God damn it. That is my goodness. I can't use any of my potions as a bonus action, can I?
Not as a bonus action,
All right.
but you are welcome to. But you have another bonus action that you can use to cast another spell, or to just take another swing with the other axe.
Sure, I'll take another swing with my second axe.
Cool.
I'll just keep fucking trying this. I can't fail every time, right?
No, Leland.
Shit. That is a 3 plus 11. That's 14.
No, yeah, you're just clanging off this door. She's like a fucking trash can. There's just nothing you can do. She's just like clang, 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 clang.
What the fuck is this thing?
Oh my God, that's good.
Thanks. You know, there's music all around.
Wonderful. Jeremy can take a coordinated attack.
Yeah, we might as well do that.
Cool.
Oh, lordy. 5.
5 plus.
5 plus 10, 15.
Okay, 15 does not hit. Jeremy takes a swing at Tavian, misses. That's going to be Olag. Leland, you see Olag in the front, looks at you and says, "Cursey, you are the one that made Lord of Shadows fall."
No, it wasn't like that. It was another. Fine.
I will die by your hand! And
That I can get into.
and he fucking leaps from the front to you. And we're gonna make a Box of Doom athletics check for Olag right now.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Why doesn't Oleg just die? Why does he want someone to kill him?
So Olag does have a plus 12 to athletics.
Yes, of course he does. Why wouldn't he?
Why wouldn't he? And the DC for this jump is going to be 15. So he's just got to roll a 3 or higher. Otherwise, it's so bad. Okay. I really need Olag to survive.
He just plummets.
16. Okay.
Olag.
Olag.
So Olag.
Fine.
Olag leaps, bam, hits, and he's going to take some attacks on you, Leland.
Of course he is. Please do it. I have it.
Does that mean he takes cold damage
He
as
will.
well?
If he hits me.
He hits you one time, and he immediately takes, was that 25?
25 points cold damage.
Cool. Nice.
Hell yeah. So you see, this is very fun. I would make you make saving throws for prone and knockback conditions, but it's literally just you whipping around in the air for this ship. But he does hit you for only 13 points of damage. And then that is going to be...
Is he holding on to me like
grappling you like he's like you see his hand starts to freeze and he goes, yes, it's starting to happen.
I'm like, no, you're robbing me of this joy now. You're supposed to be scared. All right, I'm at 12 temporary hit points.
Cool. That is now going to be Maggie's turn.
Okay. So question about my hammer. Is my hammer on fire? Or
Yeah.
like has a fire coming out
It's
of
more
it?
like a burning ember, like it's like a sort of like volcanic hammer kind of thing than like pure flames, but it deals fire damage, yeah.
Okay. I would like to continue hitting this tree such that I can burn it. And then we can make s'mores or something.
Playing the long game.
Well, as a mother, of course, I have graham crackers with me.
Am I gonna need that on me?
Hell yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. So Maggie, you leap forward.
Yes.
Over here. To the tree. As you leap forward to the tree, go ahead and make your attacks.
Okay. 20.
You get something, right, when you crit? 'Cause, yeah, brutal critical.
Brutal critical.
So what?
An extra damage die, right? So, so you have 76?
I wrote 7, but this is all like nonsense garbage.
No, and sorry. It's just 1 extra d6, but your 3 d6 are being multiplied, so that's where the 7d6 comes from.
Okay.
So, in other words, it is just 1 d6 from brutal critical, but your normal 3 d6 are being doubled. So you're going to roll 7d6 plus 9 damage for this attack.
Okay, cool. All right, 5, 4, 9. 9 plus 4, 13. 13 plus 6, 19. 19 plus 4, 23. 23 plus 2, 25. 26. What? 30, 35.
35 points.
Yay!
No, you're right. Roll 1 more d6 on there. It is 2 at 13th level. That's absolutely correct.
Okay, one more.
1 more, yeah.
5.
So that's 40 points of damage. I'm gonna.
Is that one attack?
That's in one attack. I'm gonna ask you to roll other attacks if you are doing them.
Yes.
So roll your second attack if you're taking that.
Yes. 9. 9 plus 11, right? 20.
That's gonna hit. Go ahead and roll damage, and that's just gonna be 3d6 plus 9.
6, 4, 14 plus 9, 23.
So you get knocked back by this dwarf who's there defending her tree buddy. You go, "Don't touch me!" And you leap forward and uppercut, like swinging from below, and rip this tree fully out of the ship, and it bursts fully into flame and becomes like a screaming hell tree.
Oh my god, I love that campfire smell. So nice.
Incredible. Now, though, we are going to roll for the root damage from it being torn from the ship. I will say this, because it only got to extend roots for 1 round, this is only going to be 15d6 damage.
Okay.
It would another round would have been 30d6. Another round would have been 45d6.
Okay.
So you did a very good thing getting this tree out of here as fast as fucking possible.
Okay.
As
long as I did a good thing. And not a very bad thing for the ship.
No, 100%. So we're gonna roll this damage right now. Okay. You feel as the roots tear out of the ship takes, 7.
That's always a good expression.
11, 56 points of damage to Siren.
Dude, not my stuff.
That'll buff right out. That'll buff right out. You don't have to worry about that.
I know a guy for
So
that.
is the ship down to like 405 or something? What is the ship's HP at right now?
405.
405, yeah. So that is Maggie's turn, and what a turn. Efink, it's gonna be you.
Okay, what I'd like to do, I do want to do a perception check and see if there's anything. I don't know if I can peer down a grate and see what's going on down there, or if there's anything else that, some tomfoolery shenanigans happening on this ship that I just want to make sure.
Big hole in it.
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
At advantage.
Thank you.
Advantage.
Thanks, Lilith. And it's oh my god, y'all. Okay, I rolled 2-2, so that's a 12 perception.
You look down there and see a bunch of smoke.
All right.
And you see there's a pirate, there's like a corsair down there being like, "Oh, okay, There were some roots coming in from the top. This line of work.
Did everyone see the tree fly away? Because I did. Am I about 60 feet from Butt Munch? Titanian. What's his name? Tavian.
Tavian. Yes, he's within 60 feet. And
I'm going to command him to grovel to the rightful leader because I
like
am
this.
sycophantic
I
towards
like
leaders
this.
and people in charge. And on this ship, well, it is my friend Markus who is in charge, my liege. So that is a wisdom saving throw to Tavian.
Wisdom is not this guy's strong suit.
Hell yeah. And it's DC 18.
And he rolled an 18 exactly.
Oh, awesome.
Bummer.
Okay. So I tell him, grovel to the rightful leader. Hi, Markus. See me over here. Yes, he is in charge of you.
I'm pretty acrobatic, but even I would find it hard to grovel to myself.
Okay.
Did you get that? I'm the right.
Yeah, no, I was just staring in disagreement. I cannot believe you. Not on my ship.
Okay, cool. Then I think that's can I do anything else? Actually, nope. I don't think I can.
The Eagles go. You see that this guy continues right here and goes to attack John. John's looking badly injured.
No!
John's looking badly injured. However, you see this eagle turns and comes to attack the other eagle, the bald eagle over here.
Nice.
And I'm going to say that because they're all kind of flying here, they actually sort of dip out of sight of the ship as you guys continue to kind of race forward. So they are in your line of vision, but are sort of out of range of spells as they're like circling back there. So you guys see that the other eagle that Matt Feathers heads back. Heads back over to help John out. That's going to be Markus.
All right. So I'm looking at Tavian, and I'm like, I honestly don't want to hurt you that much. Like I want to hurt you, but oh boy, is he looking bad in a way?
He's looking injured. He's looking like he has sustained maybe like more than half of his hit points of damage.
Okay. At what point will I be able to apprehend him?
At what point would you be able to like force him to surrender, or?
Yeah. Like I want to throw him in the
Brig.
The
brig.
Yeah.
You can do non-lethal damage to him. So you can do full sneak attack and make it non-lethal.
Okay.
If you just want to knock him unconscious and have him tied up, you can absolutely do that.
Then that's what I'm going for. You know, he's still family, but I'm definitely going to make him suffer for the rest of his life.
Hell yeah! Go ahead and make your. Attack, and you're both. Jeremy's giving you advantage on this.
Yeah. So also,
or not advantage, but giving you sneak attack on this attack.
And it takes like a full turn if I wanted to switch back to the fog of war, right?
No, you can have an object interaction and do that. That's no sweat.
All right, so I'm gonna switch to the fog of war for this one, and I'm gonna just roll with advantage and then get sneaky. Oh, glad I'm rolling with advantage. Roll a 3, then a 4, so that's gonna be that's gonna be 15.
Yeah, this encounter is
incredible. So you take a swing at him. He parries it effortlessly. That's now going to be.
No, we still don't see the zeppelin, right?
Make a perception check. No, you saw because you felt the ship get fired.
Oh yeah. So is it in range of my broadside, or is it still further?
So here's what you're gonna have to do, unfortunately, is you would have to maneuver the ship into broadside here, which would mean you either have to slow down to let it catch up to you suddenly, or you would have to like steer sideways to get it alongside your guns.
But you could gun it, right?
Yeah.
You could just like.
You could try to outrun it for sure.
Okay, but if I broadside, if I maneuver, is that a bonus action or a full action?
That is your movement to just maneuver it.
Okay, then I'll just maneuver it so we can get in range. I don't want to.
Cool. Do you want to swivel to get in range, just like turn the ship, or do you want to slow down so it suddenly catches up with you?
I'd turn the ship.
Cool. So
I don't
you
wanna lose
all you
speed.
guys feel. So because of that decision, your broadside will also affect Leland.
Oh no!
what is the range on that? Did it get closer at all, or is it just that it's
No,
in
it's
range?
sort of equidistant because instead of like slowing down to let it catch up, you're like turning a hard steer and like Tokyo drifting your airship.
Can you, oh man,
I'm gonna give it a turn before taking a shot.
can you
Leland, make your way up here. I need to shoot.
How far away is it?
That's
Can he?
And let me ask, are you continuing to race the ship, going full speed, or are you just
down, get it in
maintaining
range.
speed?
Get it in range.
Do you, because if you, in other words, are you gunning it as fast as you can still, just reorienting the ship, but trying to keep at range of it, or are you slowing down to be able to fire on it this turn?
I think I'm still gunning for it. I don't want to hit.
Get it close.
Okay, so gunning it means it's going to be kept away from you a little while and be out of broadside. Or just a hard swivel and brake means you can fire on it this round.
Okay, but does it being slow or fast help Leland at any way?
If you fire this round, you're gonna hit Leland.
Okay.
That's sort of the moral of the story.
Okay.
But just, can you get it close? I really want to do a thing.
Okay, so I'll get it close because,
Cool.
you know, right now, Lilith keeps
So
yelling,
you
get
guys
them closer!
So you guys all kind of make a hard break of the ship. As you do that, I'm gonna need just a DC 13 dexterity save from everybody who's on the ship right now.
Right?
And I'm gonna make one for Tavian as well.
No.
Dang it.
Oh, I get advantage.
Well, you have a bunch.
15 plus 2, 17.
Did anyone not make the dex save?
I don't think
I rolled a 2
did.
and I have
Wait, what was
no
it again?
modifiers.
What was the number?
13.
Okay.
Cool.
I gotta roll for Jeremy.
13.
too.
Did anyone not make it?
I didn't, and Jeremy's good.
Cool. Nothing huge, just you both go prone. So Soakbar goes prone and Efink goes prone as the ship like swings around.
But do I get to maintain my guardians?
Yeah, there's no damage. Your Guardians is still fine. Everything's good. Just you won't be able to move as much on your next turn.
I do want to say that it's a radius, so if there's anything that's an enemy below me, which I'm scared of, they're getting some damage.
spear.
too.
Gotcha. Cool. So you moved the ship, took your attack, and are you're firing this round or no?
No.
Cool. At the end of your round,
Play as you will.
at the end of your round, you guys see 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Olag uses legendary action and just starts climbing up the chain towards the ship.
Oh my God, he even doesn't think you can kill him.
However, you do get an attack opportunity on him as he departs from your threatened area. If you want to use your reaction.
I would. Could I go ahead and make it a grapple?
Oh, yes, you absolutely can. Absolutely can.
I don't know if I'm going to be any good at it. But...
Yeah, go ahead. As a reaction, I'm gonna say roll with advantage.
Ooh. Oh, it's an attack, so I'll allow that. I will allow that. So he's got a plus 12 to this roll.
You can do it, Leland.
Yeah, Leland!
He's got a 21, so you need to beat a 21. Holy shit. So, yeah, Ola goes to try and move, and your icy gauntlet stabs into the meat of his leg, and you feel his whole body grip with momentary paralysis, and icy mist escapes from his mouth as he is frozen in place, speed reduced to 0.
All right, as I grab him and kind of make eyes at the ship, I just say, cut the chain!
Cut the chain?
Holy shit! Tavian is going to make 3 attacks on you, all with advantage. That one hits. That one hits. Does not hit, actually. And he goes ahead and deals you.
And with that natural 20, it was 22.
I can't believe it.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Extremely cool.
So
you
Tons of style.
take 22 points of damage.
So I'm gonna take 11 and use Uncanny Dodge and use Slippery as an Eel to leave the helm of the ship. Be like, get him, Bad Henry. I got some business to attend to. And
Whoa, another
Move down.
wet friend.
move down and help out with the chain.
With the chain, cool, awesome. You see, Bad Henry looks at you, jumps to the helm as you do this and says, "Looks like our enemies are in for a bad time."
Works every time.
Cool, you use your reaction to do slippery as an eel and get the hell out of there. Jeremy's turn.
Cool. I'm gonna start with a question. Now, in the previous round, when I was trying to have Jeremy smell out the hamhead, we were using an investigation check. On here it says for keen smell, it says advantage on perception checks related to smell. Can I do this as a perception instead of investigate?
Sure, if you'd like to, but I will make that more. It's not as much like an active search, but like if Galfast is around or nearby.
Got it.
Yeah.
It's not like a tracking.
Yeah, it's
snooping
not.
kind
It's
of
more of a
thing.
passive thing. But go ahead and roll the perception if you'd like.
Sure. Christ. Okay, so that is 7 plus 6, so that is 13.
Hell yes. So 13 is your highest roll. So no, so Jeremy does not sense Galfast.
All right. Well, so then I guess while I'm here, if I don't really have a clear anything clear there, he's just gonna attack Tavian here, I guess.
Cool, go for it.
That's a little bit.
Cool.
Okay, so 23.
Go ahead and roll damage.
All right, that is 15 damage from
Hell yeah.
old Jeremy there.
Jeremy opens his beak and a horrifying wet proboscis with a smaller beak on it jabs into Tavian's chest.
It's like a cuckoo clock.
Oh, God.
Incredible.
That's my boy.
Lilith, that's you.
Okay, question for you. How far away is the airship from the goblins?
Right now, you are about, you're like 75 feet away.
Dang it. Okay. Okay.
Do as you want.
All right. So Lilith calls out to Tavian. Tavian, you are wounded. Why must you attack your kin like this? Clearly this is some just misunderstanding. Put down your swords and let's talk.
Cool, go ahead and make a persuasion check. I'm gonna say with disadvantage because he just got beak stabbed by a monster.
Okay. If I use luck, does that even out the disadvantage?
That'll even out the disadvantage.
Okay, I'm going to do that.
Cool.
That's a 23.
23, that's a great roll.
That is 23.
You see, he looks up at you as he's fighting there.
Nice try, Lilith. He's impervious, I swear.
He looks up at you and says, "These are my kin. If you would join my cause, I would see you paid handsomely for your effort."
I don't want your money. What do you...
It's all we know how to deal with. St. Vincent
What am I
family
going
only
to do
deals
with
in money,
money?
not loyalty.
So sad. I get it.
You sense that he is not hostile to you, but that he is bent on killing his brother here.
As a bonus action, the grasping web up top is going to lash out and yank the chain.
That is a million miles out of range,
it.
but a very cool role-playing thing to do, so we're going to allow it. Awesome. So you command the web, it spins out, and whips out of the hands of Anne and Markus. And you and Ola go flying back through the air. We will deal with that at the beginning of your turn, Leland.
I hope this is what you wanted.
Olag looks horrified. He's
Not delighted?
He goes, not like this, from weapons, not the ground. Incredible. Leland, as you see the chain severed, through the air, coming from in front of you guys, you hear, "Oh, Leland!" riding on dire bats. The three remaining Vinguri all soar through the air. And
Shit. I killed them all.
this one, the dire bat flies past. I'm actually gonna say that this one leaps to the crow's nest to fight Lilith. Miles up there as this bat continues to fly. Toby lands on the deck right here.
Fucking Toby.
And then this Oswald lands here on the deck next to Markus. And you see that all of them land there. They're bats. They call out and say, "We have come for the crown of the king of the Vink." Leland, what the fuck? Shit. Okay, bats. But they're gonna take some swings at you guys. Lilith. Yeah, that's 2 hits there.
Rats.
Lilith, you take 23 damage from one hit, 22 from another. And I'm gonna need you to make 2 Constitution saving throws.
Net 20 and 7.
You suffer a level of exhaustion.
Brennan, not to be crazy, but this guy's definitely within 15 feet of me, so he's gonna have to make a wisdom save.
Yes, actually, they both are as they enter. Both of them.
Spirit guardians.
I don't have to do anything, just lay down.
Yeah, you're still standing. Yeah.
Like a good plant.
Both of them fail. How much damage did they each take?
This time it's 21 points of damage.
21
Necrotic damage.
necrotic damage. Gotcha. And then that bat takes 21 as well.
Bat's dead.
Paparazzi just.
I'm like posing on the ground, rose petals are falling. Like I'm doing nothing. The paparazzi's loving it.
Whoa.
I'm wet and
the
hot.
Vingori's attacking Soakbar, and he has advantage, and he just rolled 2 4s.
Yeah.
So he misses there, and then hits on the next one. You take 16 points of damage, and I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. God damn it. That's 8.
You suffer a level of exhaustion. And then one's gonna go for Markus. And misses both times.
You're in my town now.
And then these bats are actually gonna do a little bit of fucking around. They missed both times. Cool. That's now going to be Leland.
All right. So with the chain snap, the ship slowing, the zeppelin coming up from behind, is there a chance to try and land on the zeppelin?
I'm going to say there 100% is. You're going with Olag. I will say this. There's going to be a high difficulty to just perfectly land, but now you also have this length of chain with you if that goes south. So we're going to first roll. No, we're going to make this a DC 15 dexterity saving throw, just to catch onto the ship by hand.
I'm a warlock, so dexterity is not my specialty.
So either 14 or higher. 10. All right, so you don't catch onto it by hand. Now you have this chain, though. All you got to do is hit this thing with an attack, right? And because it's kind of like coursing with your cold energy, you can use your primary weapon attack to try to lasso this thing. Now what we're going to do is we're going to roll in the box of doom again. You're trying to hit an armor class of 16 on this zeppelin.
All right.
I'm gonna say you should roll with advantage.
Cool. Have you taken your turn in between the last time you?
It was, so
Yes, you can.
at the end of the last round, he used
That's right.
it,
Yes,
and
yes,
then
yes.
I had my turn.
All right.
8. That hits, right? No. Yes.
plus 10.
Plus 10. Yeah, 18 hits.
Okay, all right.
Hey.
So you and Oleg snap back here, get a length of chain wrapped around the front of this thing, and are now much closer. You're about like 10 feet of chain away from the zeppelin here. Cool. That's just your movement to get the chain on there. You still have. Oh no, sorry. That was an attack. You use your movement, didn't catch it. Attack actions. You have a bonus action if you want. Or your movement if you want to try to get up onto the zeppelin.
I will use my movement to try and get up onto the zeppelin.
Okay, cool, awesome. Just give me, we'll call it a DC 10 athletics check.
10 exactly. 8
Oh!
plus 2.
All right, insane. Cool. You clamber your way here onto the top of this thing. We're just gonna leave you
safety.
here with all these, and you see all these goblin archers turn to look at you and go,
This is moment of it's getting up on the board.
Flames emerge from his eyes.
hell yeah. God, Henry's gonna use to see the ship. He calls down to you and says, broadside, Captain?
Broadside.
All right. And he's going to launch a broadside. He's going to make an attack. Rolled in that one. So you see that he.
Bad Henry, that was not good.
It's right there in front of you. Why wouldn't you say it?
Sorry, what?
Why wouldn't you say it was bad? Old Pickering is going to take a swing. He just rolled a nat one too. He takes a new flintlock. Bam! His hand blows up, and he goes, "Right, I'm going downstairs." And Old Pickering goes below decks.
No!
And
I'm so scared. Embarrassment.
Anne looks at you. Anne's actually going to come over here and take a swing at this Finguri next to you, and then. Anne stabs the Finguri with you, Marcus, Oswald, for 12 points of damage. Way to go, Anne. That's going to be Bulric, who's going for, at the beginning of...
to make the wisdom saving throw.
I have a quick question.
She fails. Go ahead and give me damage.
23.
23? Hell yeah. Bulric steps forward and is going to take some swings at you, Efink.
Oh no, why? Don't do that.
She deals you 12 and then 8 points of damage, so 20 damage altogether.
Okay.
Do you have to make Constitution saving throw as well for Spirit Guardians?
So yeah, make 2 Constitution saving throws for Spirit Guardians.
Okay. And what am I trying to hit?
Just 10 on each one.
No. Do I get to add anything to that?
It's your Constitution saving throw.
Oh, Constitution. Oh, okay. So no.
So very cool, good to know, future reference, and no, I failed. So you see she goes and she says, she looks down and goes, right, Elfie, vanity will be the death of honor. Whap! And whaps you in the back of the head with just like this half of her
Thank you for
axe.
sparing my face there.
And your Spirit Guardians vanish.
Okay, that's fine.
Cool. That goes back to the top of the order now that the tree is fucking gone. And this zeppelin, with Olag behind it, rams the siren. Olag's back here, still frozen up. Leland, these archers are all here. It's going to make an attack. Because they have that mangler on the front, they're going to go ahead and do max damage for their ship, which is going to be 25d6, and they're going to try to take half of that.
What?
The same thing that the siren is able to do, the zeppelin's able to do. So they're going to do 25d6 damage to the siren, and they're going to take, if they can make a successful pilot check, they're going to attempt to take half of that. Rolling lots of dice. I have a hard time getting them on my hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great, good.
Cool. They deal 84 points of damage to the siren. as they ram the front.
You know, you find a good guy, they'll be able to take care of that, no problem. It'll be okay. Everything's okay. Everything's okay.
I have a cousin that does that sort of work a great
And you see that they successfully make their piloting check, but their ship does sustain some damage as it crashes into the siren and starts chewing up a hole in the side of the siren. So Markus and Leland, give me perception checks.
All right.
At advantage.
And the ship's down to 321. Oh my gosh.
At advantage.
Oh, at advantage.
Did you already use that?
12.
Jeez.
It's
Oh, is it
From the
No
thanks,
worries.
It's going to be
out.
17 for me.
Cool. Something for you guys to know about goblins, by the way. These goblins are just goblins. They are not a threat to you guys. One thing you should know about goblins in general, though, is that there's a slim chance for all goblins that are in the Bloodkeep that they have a bomb in them. Just a slim chance. So anytime,
okay.
there's just a slim chance that they have a bomb in them. Just something to know when you're fighting goblins. These four take shots at Leland.
Get in there. Did we put them there? Is this on us?
Oh boy.
You take, Leland takes 20 points of damage as these goblin archers start peppering you with arrows. That's going to be Sokbar.
Cool. All right. So I'm currently prone. How does it work to get back up?
Half your movement.
Half my movement. Let's do it. So I will take that half movement and I'm gonna stand up. Cool. And then from here I am. All right. Well, I was initially wailing on that dwarf. That didn't work out that well for me. You know what? This feels stupid to keep doing the same thing every time, but god damn it, I want to hit someone. I'm so angry, just like, ah! So I'm gonna try to. I'm just gonna kind of turn around and.
Something with his back.
Oh, sorry, what?
Oh no, go ahead, play it, please.
I'm not too
loud.
concerned about those bats. So I'm just gonna try to wail on this Vingori here.
Here we go.
You're kidding me. That is 15.
15 does not hit.
God damn it. I've got two axes.
You got 2 axes. Go ahead and roll for the other axe.
Take the other one.
Yes.
So angry. Here we go. That is 27.
Cool.
The
Go
curse
ahead.
is broken.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Great. 6.
Plus 6
Plus
is...
6 plus, sorry, 6 plus,
6?
Oh, 6 plus 6, 12.
Hell yeah.
And then, since finally my ensnaring strike is being used,
Cool.
You must succeed a strength saving throw.
Ooh.
Right.
Natural 5 on the die. This Vinguri is, and the rotten wood, and you see that chunks of the treant that was killed here burn and grow into a warped charcoal evil tree thing that wraps up the Vinguri and ensnares it in thorns and vines as you whack into it with your axe.
Right. So it is restrained, and since I cast this as a 3rd level spell, on the start of its next turn, it takes 3d6 damage.
Ooh. Jesus. That's incredible.
Restrain's bad.
Restraint is so bad.
If we need another crown, I know where we can get one, guys.
Awesome. And then Jeremy has a coordinated attack.
Yes, he does. Well, he's just gonna hit Tavian.
Go for it.
Great. Ooh, that is 8 plus 10 is 18.
18 hits.
Great. 4 plus 10 is 14.
4 plus 10 is 14. Awesome. 4 plus 10. Okay, 14 damage to Tavian. Tavian is looking extremely hurt, on the verge of death.
Yay.
Awesome. That is going to be Olog's turn. Olag, you see, rests the chain here and swings under the keel of the ship and pops up back over here.
Jeremy.
He does not.
He does. And Olag is going to, there's a huge acrobatic swing, and then Olag is going to go for Jeremy.
No! Jeremy!
What's Jeremy's AC again?
16.
Okay. He deals first 13 damage to Jeremy, and then 11 damage to Jeremy. Give me 2 strength saving throws for Jeremy.
Ooh, very good. 13,
Okay.
and then 24.
Cool. Both succeed. He is not knocked down. Nothing bad happens.
Jeremy.
Maggie, that's your turn.
Okay. Is there something I can do to see if I have a sense of what is her hamhead in the ship? I keep kind of forgetting that she might be in the ship. Or did we answer that already?
You did not answer that.
Okay.
You guys-
It's my women's intuition. I don't know whether or not.
What sort of actions do you want to take?
Yeah. Let me think. Is it just like a check or something?
Well, like, you can look around on the deck,
Yeah.
or you can like go investigate and search for her,
Okay.
or you can.
I will. Can I investigate and search for her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you gonna try to go below decks?
I guess so. I guess if there's nothing up here that I see, then yeah.
Cool. There's like a grate right next to you. You like smash the grate, jump down.
Oh no, where are you going? Oh God, no. Oh God.
Oh my God!
Below decks. Yeah, you jump through the crate. Boom. You're right down here. Give me a perception check.
11.
And you get to take advantage.
Yeah,
right?
an
Okay.
advantage. So
Okay, so 11 plus 2, 13. 7 plus 2, 9.
What's the
You
highest
just
roll?
take the highest.
Oh, okay, 13.
You do not see anything down here.
Okay.
But you do hear mangling, actually, over here, there's like mangling, like sawing of wood as like the mangler on the front of the zeppelin is like chewing into the side of the siren.
I see.
But it is strangely quiet down here, with the exception of old Pickering, who's sitting over here going,
Are you doing okay?
Not particularly.
Your
no.
hand?
My hand blew up.
Yeah.
You know, it's a new technology, firearms, so
Yeah.
there's more to learn.
Well, you guys really I know you guys, like to keep your money, but really you should invest in some of the newer technology that's out there,
I understand. It's just hard. I mean, you look at a ship like this and you think like, oh, there's, what are they spending the money on? It's a tremendous amount of overhead.
Yeah.
I mean, the insurance alone.
Shame on me.
No, it's all
I
right.
didn't even think about that.
No, it's all right.
No.
It's obviously, the world is full of interesting systems sort of behind the scenes of everything that's going on anyway. You actually see while you're down there, the mangler finishes chewing through the ship, and bursting from the undercarriage of the zeppelin, you see and Hobbit and Fraud burst into the underside of the ship. You made the door happen!
Okay, so that wasn't just me, first of all. Hi, how are you guys doing?
So you made an investigation check. Is there anything bonus action-wise that you're doing this turn?
Are they mad at me?
They look pretty mad at you.
Should I attack them?
You can if you want.
Okay. Well, can I ask them? Have they seen the halfling? Do they know anything about it?
We didn't know that we're not supposed to let the door happen, and you did it anyway.
Okay, so you're pretty myopic. Okay. I will take a swing.
Yeah, go for it.
I think at one of them.
Cool,
Okay.
go for it.
Okay, so that's 6 plus 11, 17.
17 is going to hit.
Okay. And 6 plus 2, 8 plus 6, 14.
To Hobbit, cool. Wow, you take a swing, and so you sort of
Oh,
went
wait,
down.
and I'd add,
Oh, is there more to that?
do I add plus 6? Sorry.
You had plus 9. 'Cause you're
Plus
still
9,
raging.
okay, so 14 plus 9.
So 23 damage. Cool. So I'll just take one swing because you kind of like, you did one attack to break the grate, came down to your other attack at the end of the round. That's going to be Efink.
Okay, I look around, I see only undead creatures, and my, is that my specialty. I summon actually, the Mogboth,
Gogmoth? Yeah.
Gogmoth?
Magabagag.
Mog lava, lava mog, mog, okay.
The phonetic style of the tongue of Gorgar is very similar.
Gorgar, gog, moth, lava mog. And I will bang my staff, or no, I'm laying down. So I just actually, I guess I'm being hit. Yeah, I'll stand up. Does that
It's a hard
occur?
choice, really.
My leg not gonna be like,
it's not 3.5, so there's no attack of opportunity for
Okay.
standing up.
Okay.
Use half your movement to stand up.
I do, and I look around and I say, "Get out of here, you undead creatures!" And it is 30 feet, and I'm wondering if that influences Leland.
Leland is actually immune to turn undead, I think. I don't think turn undead affects you.
Okay.
Or no, it does.
It does.
That's so classic, Leland. But I must. I still must do this.
We must. Cool.
Okay, so they need to make a wisdom saving throw, DC 18. And so must,
I know, and so
Wow, turn undead is very good.
the one who's ensnared can use its action only to try to get out of it, so it can escape me.
Yes, that makes total sense. Let's go ahead and get that wisdom saving throw.
actually 21.
Hell yeah, so you are not turned.
Like this. Oh, it's just you. It's just you. I was really caught me off guard there for a second.
Totally.
Amazing. Okay, 30 feet. So you are sadly, no, that guy's a little too far away.
Oh.
The other two are going to make,
I will want to get both of them, so I can take another if it's 5 more feet.
if you could jump closer to get this guy, but Bulwark's gonna get an attack of opportunity
Fine.
on you. Cool. Bulwark takes a swing. Efink, you take 17 points of damage.
Okay. I'm at 103.
Cool.
I should say
And
that,
you
yeah.
move into range to get all 3 Vinguri who are on the ship. And their wisdom save here is, they get a +3 to this, and the DC is 18. Wow.
No.
You see all of them turn to you and say, "Oh, Efink isn't." No, I don't want to go. We're all still having such a good time. Don't make us go.
You're not on the A-list to my party. Get the fuck out.
Incredible.
The other thing is, if they are CR3 or lower, then they are just destroyed.
These are not CR3 or lower.
Okay.
Yeah, the Vinguri must turn to flee. What? Turn undead. I forgot there's a cleric in the party.
I haven't been doing a bunch of clerics. That's probably why.
At the end of your turn, Olag looks around. He's gonna take a legendary action. You hear him call down to Hobbit and Fraud.
Their tricks are too wily. Do not fight them. Take us all to the bottom. Take us out of the sky!
And you see that Hobbit and Fraud, raising their weapons to turn to you, turn their weapons on the ship. And they're gonna start taking some attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 4 hits.
That's not good.
I'm gonna start calling out damage to the ship. Hobbit and Fraud just start wailing on the inside of the ship. That's gonna be 5, 9 plus 6, 15 from 1 hit.
You're making doors. You're doing that which you hate.
18, 24 on the next one. 26 on the next one. Ooh, 22. And 28 on the last one. That's gonna be Markus.
Yeah, I'm like, first things first, I'm taking care of the ship. So where is the grate that she went down, or am I able to get down there with her?
Is this grate right up here? So you're gonna
Okay.
take some. The Vinguri don't have reactions anymore, but Bulwark will get. You can bonus action disengage if you want.
Okay.
Otherwise, Bulwark will get an attack of opportunity. Oh no, Bulwark already used her attack of opportunity, so you are good to go.
All right, and then I'm down there, and I stop in front of this. It's like, stop, please, stop damaging my ship. Let me be real with you. I'm gonna tell you something that we saw. We actually thought of you. That's not even a lie, which is surprising. I can take you to see trees. On this flying ship, if you stop and you just sit down here with old Pickering, I will take you to see trees after this fight, after I kill my brother and all that.
Go ahead. I want you to give me a persuasion check with disadvantage, and I'll explain why in a second.
So 12 and 8, 8 plus 14 is going to be
22.
Wow, disadvantage?
With disadvantage, you got a 22.
Very persuasive.
You see that the two trolls look at you, and they stop for long enough. They both look and go, "Take us to see trees."
I take one of their both of their big giant hands. It's like, I've seen the trees.
Give me a perception check real quick.
Okay.
At advantage.
Ooh, really? Oh, Nat 20.
Yeah!
Galfast Hamhead is right behind you.
Oh my gosh! Yay!
Incredible. Now I'm gonna roll something in the box of doom. Because Maggie, you're right there, right?
Yes.
So you see that as you pull, I'm not even gonna make you roll for it. You just pull Galfast
Hell
out.
yeah. Head first.
Yeah, like
I'm gonna
gripping
roll
a
the box of doom.
basketball.
Just like,
Cantaloupe.
okay, not a plus 14. Galfast does have a plus 8 to persuasion. And here's what Galfast says. She says, "Right, well, you're welcome to believe whoever you like, gentlemen, but I will say this man and his friend, I seen what kill a tree with fire not more than 30 seconds ago."
That wasn't a tree. That was a freak.
We're gonna roll. You got a 22. She gets a plus 8 to this roll. 17 plus 8 is 25. You see, they both look at you and they say, "You done was killed a tree?"
Yeah, I killed a tree. But again, a freak tree.
Incredible. You found Galfast. The trolls are here. At the end of Markus's turn, you see Olag calls down again and goes, "Keep hacking, boys!" They take another swing. That's going to be that plus 9. That does not hit. So it takes a swing, crushes some boxes. Pickering goes, "Oh, you're the right pickers, Captain." And then that's going to be that's Tavian. Oh my God.
Can you let me know when it's old Pickering's turn?
Yes, I will let you know when it's Pickering's turn. Tavian leaps from the gunwale. Plunges his scimitar through Bad Henry's heart. And Bad Henry goes, "This is is dead up against the gunwale. And Tavian grabs the helm of the ship and whips it in another direction. I am going to need everybody on the ship to make dexterity saving throws.
18. 12 plus 2, 14.
26.
Who did not beat a 13?
2.
2? You fall down again.
I got exactly 13, and Jeremy got 3.
No!
Jeremy begins to fall as well, but he's just down here prone. Cool. Make some saves for my baddies. Jeremy's turn.
Okay. I think Jeremy's gonna scramble down below decks and if I can get there with enough speed, try to grapple with Hamhead or try to.
Oh yes. Cool. Jeremy.
Wait, she's in your hand, right?
Yes.
I forgot about that. I forgot that she was already under
I got
control
you.
there.
Just you wait on here. You're not going anywhere.
Dunker!
Okay, in that case, sorry, I forgot that.
No worries.
I forgot that she was already being sort of held. In that case, I'm gonna have Jeremy stand up and like see if I can like pounce on Tavian.
Hell yeah. Go ahead and roll attack for Jeremy.
Cool. And I've got enough movement even with standing and jumping.
Yes,
and stuff
for
like that.
sure.
Great. Attack for Jeremy, and he is blessed. Oh, fuck me. That is 3 plus 13.
13 does not hit.
I am rolling
I should
so bad.
just used all the advantage for you.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's pretty much
That's
all
Jeremy's
Jeremy
turn,
can
yeah.
do.
Lilith, that's you.
Lilith, after having been hammered by this Vingori, who is suddenly inexplicably afraid now, extends her hand towards the zeppelin and uses druidcraft. She closes her hand and she snuffs out the fire in the zeppelin.
Ooh, what a novel use of the druid
I hope
craft.
none of these goblins explode.
God.
Hell yes. You snuff out, you create, you light or put out a small flame. Awesome. I will complete, everything about that makes sense to me. So here's the deal. You can put out the fire, which will start to deflate the balloon. The mangler is attached to the side of the ship right now. So what that will basically mean is the fire is out, the engine's dead. It will not begin to fall unless some other action separates it fully from the ship. But you've effectively killed the engine in it. So you see the engine, the zeppelin dies, and you see all the goblins start going, and freaking out.
Cool.
Awesome. Any bonus actions?
As a bonus action, all right, so the web grasps out, lashes out, and flails at the zeppelin and tries to pull it away.
Ooh, okay. The zeppelin is a huge structure. It's gonna get a +10 to its strength check. But if you manage to use your webbing,
It should be a dex check.
oh, it's a dexterity check. I'm gonna do the same thing that I did for Garumara and just assume that because this thing is like a structure rather than a being, we're gonna make it a strength check. But that means on an 8 or higher, the zeppelin's gonna fall. Or sorry, on a 7 or lower, the zeppelin falls. 8 or higher, it stays attached. This is definitely a box of doom roll. 13. So you begin to tug at it. Also, Leland's still very much aboard the zeppelin. I'm like, dude, thanks for the chain, but wait just a minute!
Grab the web!
Engine is dead.
Friend Vingori! Friend Vingori!
What was that?
You see that both of these Vinguri, this one just straight leaps away onto this dire bat. Goodbye, fuck all of you! And they're gonna fucking bounce. This one sweeps over here, or swoops down under the ship as this one goes, goodbye, and leaps, and stabs him in the back as he runs, but leaps on his bat and flies away. The other one takes, what, 3d6 damage or something?
It takes 3d6 damage at the start of its turn, and then you can attempt to remove from the restraint with a strength check. Or no, sorry. You can make a strength check against my spell save DC, which is 16, I think.
Awesome. He fails this check. He's still restrained there. Go ahead and roll 3d6 damage.
But I do look at him in the eye and go, oogity boogity. I'm like, yes.
10.
10, awesome. Hell yeah. Shrieking Vinguri just like wrapped up in it. I was so scared.
The thing with your eyeballs like pop out a little bit.
Yes.
Awesome. That goes back to Leland.
All right. As the fire above me goes, I'm just gonna go ahead and run and try and leap onto the ship off of this.
You actually,
You can pilot it out of
if you want to get to the deck, you can make an athletics check. Also, because the mangler opened a hole, you can, for free, just run below decks if you want.
I will do that.
Cool.
Then.
So you whoosh, follow these guys through the hole, appear, see Markus holding Galfast, Old Pickering, Hobbert, and Fraud.
How high is the ceiling in here?
Harbert and Fraud are scraping their heads against the ceiling pretty much as they're fighting. So it's about like, maybe like a 12-foot ceiling, 10 to 12.
All right.
You see that Galfast goes, right there, sir, and hello to you as well.
I'm going to go ahead and cast darkness right where I'm standing to envelop both of the trolls, but leave them free of it.
Ooh, awesome. Very, very cool.
So leaving them in darkness, but I have devil sight so I can see through magical darkness.
Hell yes, awesome. What is happening? Did someone close the door on the sun? And you see...
Oh, you like that? I'm so unclear.
Awesome, great. You envelop them in darkness, which makes them effectively blinded and get disadvantage on their attacks. Hell yeah. Galfast is going to make an opposed athletics check. Well, she's actually going to use her acrobatics. So you have to beat a 15 on either athletics. Well, actually, you have to do athletics because you're attempting to grapple.
Okay. 15, huh? 12, she gets out.
She wriggles out, runs, sneaks past these guys that don't get attack opportunities they can't see. Leland used...
Can I do a reactionary sleight of hand to try and get the crown from her?
Whoa! As an attack, sleight of hand, I will allow that. I will allow that because
Does this count as an attack?
this is your basic attack of opportunity.
I'm gonna say roll with advantage.
Roll with advantage, hell yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna say that the AC for the crown at her side as a sleight of hand. This is a sleight of hand check from you. I'm going to say that her armor class here is just 20.
Okay. Whew. That's going to be, that's going to be 15.
So you reach for it. She vanishes into the darkness and is going to, so she makes that escape and is going to go, and vanishes back onto the zeppelin.
Does she pass me?
She does pass you. You get your attack of opportunity as well.
I'm gonna attempt to grapple her.
Awesome. Great.
As soon as the halfling steps into the darkness, I'm like, oh, not again. That's gonna be a 20 to hit, 22 to hit.
22 hits, absolutely.
Yes.
Okay, so now I think is it you've hit? Is that now an opposed athletics for you to stop her? I believe that's correct,
is,
right?
yes.
Yeah. Okay. Oh no. You've got to beat a 21 on an athletics check. So this is what is this? This is 19 or 20, or is this nat 20?
If I have to meet a 21?
You have to meet a 21.
This would be, I need a 19.
Need a 19.
Oh.
Boy.
No. It's a
No. So you, so slippery. You fully grab her cloak and are holding her cloak, and she says, "You're welcome to have it. You always do seem rather cold, sir."
Oh, I hate you so much!
And she doesn't pass me or anything, right? She just goes this way?
No, she sneaks around behind the
Okay.
trolls into the zeppelin. Incredible. You guys see, just the fact that there's one of the hero halflings of this story is just like become a Bugs Bunny character. Okay, let's go fast. That's the pirates are going to go. Anne is going to come up here.
Oh, thank
I'm
not built for melee.
She misses attacking Bullrick. Pickering looks into the... he's surrounded in darkness as well, I believe, right?
Yes.
He goes, "Oh, yeah, don't worry, sir. I've got your back." And with his other hand, takes a flintlock out and fires it.
Jesus.
Oh.
Doesn't blow his hand off, but boom! Ping, bang, ping, 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 ping. And you see... only you can see because it's in magical darkness, but you see that the bullet hits a tiny fuse that starts moving. It says, "I think I got him, sir."
Stop shooting.
So you want to know when Old Pickering was going, right?
Yeah. I was gonna suggest something from him that he's too blind to see it, so never mind.
Bullrick is going to go.
Do you tell us about the fuse?
I will say the moment it happens, that's a fire! It's like the gunpowder's on fire! Not saying you can understand what I'm saying, but in a truly then way, the panic has set in.
Efink takes 12 and then 13 damage from Bulric raining blows down.
12 at so 25?
25 altogether.
Okay, so I'm at 78.
Back to the top of the order. The Mangler.
No.
Gonna keep mangling. It obviously doesn't have a running start anymore, so it's significantly less damage. 27.
Maybe.
Another 36 points of damage to the Siren from the Mangler chewing it up. Olag is gonna call out on his turn for Hobart and Fried to take another swing. They do so with disadvantage and miss as a result. Are not able to effectively hit the ship. That's going to be, however, you guys see.
Oh, Brennan. What?
Keep it coming.
Where's Matt and John?
I've been rolling for them. So Thielen, you see that immediately a bunch of goblins start to rush in from the zeppelin, but are buffeted about by Hobart and Fraud. They are also in magical darkness and have almost no chance of hitting anything.
But all with a slight chance of having a bomb in them.
All with a slight chance of having a bomb in them.
Great,
Yes.
that's fantastic.
So he's just like swinging around. Horrifying little goblins start rushing in from the zeppelin. These ones up here are going to take shots at the only people they can get line of sight on, which are Soakbar. Soakbar, you take 5 points of damage from a goblin arrow.
Okay, I'm down to 140.
And Jeremy takes 6 points of damage from a goblin arrow. And that's going to be Soakbar.
Jeremy's at 71. Did I see Galfast run onto the Zeppelin?
You did not.
I did not.
No. Maybe you might have heard them shout about Galfast, but you know.
Okay.
You're welcome to jump down there and join the fray and try to look for her, but you just didn't see where she went.
I can use a survival check to get advantage on tracking favored enemies.
Okay.
If I'm like now sure that she's here, if I've heard that like she's around, could I try to track her down?
You absolutely could. Do you have a point of exhaustion or no?
I do have a point of exhaustion.
So your advantage and disadvantage cancel out. You're gonna roll one check.
Got it. I've been rolling great, so this is
Oh, buddy.
Go ahead and roll a survival check.
okay. 11 plus 8 is 19.
You smell halfling on the zeppelin.
I am going to get there by fastest means possible. If that's jumping below deck and running through, or
You probably just jump onto it.
I can jump onto it.
Yeah.
Great. I'm just gonna do that then. I'm just gonna.
Give me back that crown!
Fuck yeah! You jump onto the zeppelin. There's a bunch of goblins on there. They're gonna take some attacks of opportunity as you rush below decks. Fuck them. That is a nat 20.
Do I see this?
Huh?
Do I see this and I hear him say, like, give me that crown?
Yes,
Okay,
you do.
good.
That is 7. You take 9 points of damage from one of these goblins slashing as you run down. And yeah, you see our pal Galfast on the zeppelin. She goes, "Oi there, sir, you looking for this?" And she holds the crown up.
Yeah.
I guess, give it to me!
Cool. You've done your movement. You still have your action if you want it.
Cool. I don't care as much about Hammond as I do about the crown. What kind of check would it be if I wanted to try to? I'm not sleight of handing. I'm not trying to be sneaky about it. I just want
You're
to
trying
fucking
to
grab
grab
that crown
it.
and just rip it.
You can use both your attacks to try to just do a contested athletic. I'll let you like grapple for it, basically.
Cool.
I'll let you know what. So let's do. If you want to use your first attack for that, you first got to beat this first one. She rolled really well. That's a 23 to beat on an athletics check.
Cool. Great. 15 plus 5 is 20.
20 does not do it. You can use a bonus because you have 2-weapon fighting. If you want to make another grapple for it, I'll let you make another grapple for it.
I'm gonna do it. Let's try it.
She rolled a 17, so you've got to roll a 12 or higher.
Give me that crown.
Come on, you can do this. You can do this.
That crown. 14.
You. Cool. You see Galfast looks at you, snatches the crown away, holds her hand out, and you've seized it. Jeremy can take a coordinated attack if you want.
I mean, might as well.
Go for it, yeah.
Jeremy can't move or anything, right? He basically can only attack
Tavian, yeah.
All right, why not? And he's blessed. That, god damn it, that is 17.
17 hits.
Okay, great. What's that?
Yeah.
Oh,
17 hits, yeah.
Great. Then let's see, 2d4. That is 14.
You see that Jeremy goes, jumps up in the air, sits on Tavian's shoulders with his hind legs, and his butt hands come around and choke the life out of Tavian.
I knew those were for something.
just shoves Tavian's whole body into his ass.
Tavian is no more.
He got eaten by ass.
Oh yes, Tavian and Batman.
wow, what a reversal.
Yeah, right?
Are both there.
Just for flavor, not for anything in game. I just think it would be very cute if Jeremy had his paws sort of resting on the helm. Like,
No, I'm going to need Jeremy to make a piloting check right now. I don't know if you guys know what happens when you kill the pilot of an airship. It's not like everything's groovy. This is all good.
Great.
So this is going to be an intelligence-based proficiency.
Jeremy is not very intelligent.
But what about his butt? It's his butt hands, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Stegosaurus, you got a brain in both ends.
This is just a check, right?
This is just a check. This is just a check. I'm going to say the DC is 15. He's got to roll a 19 or higher to successfully pilot the ship.
He's -4. He's not very smart. He's a screen face, guys. I don't know. There's lots of interesting qualities about him, but he ain't that smart. Okay. 18!
Jeremy's doing pretty good, but you see that Jeremy just goes like, and you see that he's sort of understanding it, but just starts to spit acid onto the wheel, and it starts to dissolve a little bit. I'm gonna need everybody on the deck of the ship to make dexterity saving throws again.
I'm still prone.
And below
Below deck.
And below decks, yes,
I mean,
absolutely.
I'm still prone, so
I'm on the other
can
ship,
I
so.
just float over that.
5.
19 plus 2, 21.
I mean,
Leland goes prone.
I'm already laying down.
And goes prone.
What was it, 13?
Roll around.
13, yeah.
I'm at an 11.
Okay, I'm gonna need a dexterity saving throw from you.
Okay.
Oh, does Jeremy have to roll for this
18.
Yes, he does.
Okay.
18. Cool. You go prone, fall, but manage to not go over the side of the
Okay.
ship. So you are like perched down here
Okay.
on the side. What did Jeremy get?
A nat 20.
You see that Jeremy goes, and a bunch of weird, you see that a bunch of weird rashes start bubbling all around him, and he just ejects very firm, bony tentacles so that he is like completely harnessed in and secure as the new captain of the Siren.
No, Jeremy, no. No, Jeremy.
Jeremy looks at you and goes, 15 men on a
He can mimic the voices of those he kills.
That's just a coordinated attack. So now it is Olog's turn. Olag leaps down here and is going to take some swings at you, Lilith.
God, I almost forgot about him.
I did too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't see him.
Yeah, he's on the other side of the
hidden by
sail.
That's going to hit. He deals you 16 points of damage to Lilith. I'm gonna need you to make a strength saving throw.
Okay, it's gonna be fun. 14.
You are not knocked off the side of the ship by Ola. You coward! Why won't you kill me?
I mean, well, give me a chance.
I've been trying to for so long. That is gonna be Maggie's turn.
Okay.
Nice.
And are they still trying to hammer into the side of the ship, like killing everybody kind of thing?
Yes, they are.
Okay. Because the engine's off,
Yeah.
am I able to push these two onto this and weigh it down because they're so big?
If you want to make opposed strength checks with Hobart and Fraud and try to like knock them back, I'll let you do that.
Okay. Okay.
So the first thing is,
3 plus
so you got to be an
19.
18.
19.
19. Got to be an 18. So you rush, kick Hobart back onto the zeppelin.
Okay.
And then there's Fraud over there as well. You have another attack if you want.
Yeah, I will do the same thing.
For him, he only rolled a 12.
Great. 19.
19.
Plus 10, 20.
Awesome. You kick him back over here. So you like push him back 5 feet. So he's still on the siren, but you like moved him closer to the door.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a saving throw with the troll back on the zeppelin to see if it detaches or not.
You have your bonus action attack too, because you're berserking.
Oh, okay.
It will give you a level of exhaustion, which you'll have to carry with you again. And the second one is a real doozy. 'Cause I
That's
think it's-
true.
Oh,
Okay. That speed is halved for that
Yes.
one.
Right,
Yes.
oh, okay.
Second
Thank
level
you.
is
You're
half.
fine. You're fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a little saving throw for the Goblin Zeppelin. I'm gonna say that the difficulty's gone up, so this time they need to roll. Now it's an even split, so now it's 11 and higher, they stay attached, 10 and lower, they begin to fall. 9.
What's happening?
You got 2 heavy boys.
I got the crown, guys! Oh,
No. Okay, so Hobart, Galfast, Soakbar, and all of you immediately drop 80 feet through the air.
Fun.
And begin to plummet away from everything else.
And is this chain still tied to the ship in the...
No, this is hanging loose because
I got this.
Are you just saying that?
No, I got this.
Okay. You guys also see that Jeremy appears to be steering this ship. You guys have been sort of like weaving throughout this guy's corridor. You are directly over the scary volcano. So as this thing begins to drop, it begins to drop into the column of ash and smoke. Cool. That's going to be Efink, your turn.
Okay, I don't love Jeremy piloting the ship, and
Don't backseat drive,
I'm
Efink.
not-
Like you could do any better.
Look, this dwarf in Bulwark, whatever, Bullwink?
Bulric, yeah.
Bullwinkle.
Is she involved or engaged with the other Anne, I guess? That was the last person who hit her?
She has taken Anne out of combat. She
She did.
slashed her
But that
across the
also means
chest.
she's not engaged with me, right? Or I want to move away. Anyway,
You can move away.
One of
she'll
the
get the
things
attack
I
opportunity.
can do as a fae, I can Misty Step.
Okay, if you want to do that, you can
Yeah,
do that.
so I'm gonna Misty Step 30 feet and then move the rest of the way. Oh shit, but Butthole is there. Oh well, he's involved with Lilith. All right, I'm gonna go up to Jeremy.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You miss, you step over here, and you go up to Jeremy.
Yeah.
Just because this might affect things, I will say that I'm guessing that all that shit that just happened to me maybe affected my concentration on the ensnaring strike. That is holding down the Vingori.
Did you take damage?
Was that?
Did you take damage?
I took damage when the goblins got attacks of opportunity.
Oh,
on me.
give me 2 Constitution saving throws. You just have to beat a 10.
Okay.
And I'm going to negotiate with Jeremy. Oh, hey, Jeremy, you're doing a wonderful job. However, it looks as though the big wheel is deteriorating, and I love you more than anything. But I'd love, can my little hands, well, anyway, back away, please.
You see that Jeremy goes, and
Yes.
flattens his whole body out into a like 40-foot wide parachute of just thin, mucousy membrane, and disappears into the sky. Just.
Wait,
Jeremy!
what? What?
You said back away. You see.
No!
Jeremy.
No!
But you see that he's just a like fluttering 40-foot Kleenex of mucus out in the sky.
Parasailing.
Cool.
Okay, so I'm gonna pilot the ship now and just try to not make it fall.
You have to jump and attach to
Give me an intelligence check.
Okay. I have a 0 modifier.
Okay, 15.
19.
Okay. Whoa, the ship is kind of doing better again. You're getting it back on track. Awesome.
Thank goodness.
kind of just barely better than Jeremy at driving.
All right, let's keep that down.
Which is kind of crazy.
Yes, but you should see me with the undead. Did you see that happen?
Okay. Even with disadvantage, fraud deals 18 plus 6 is 24 damage to the siren and 16 damage to the siren.
Okay.
And at the end of that turn, he's gonna have him make another attack. 25 more damage
To the siren.
to the siren. That's going to be that's the trolls. Markus, that's you.
So I hop down and I look at this giant troll wrecking my ship and see this giant hole in front of him and say, "Get off of my airship!" and I make a move to push him off.
Sparta kick.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, he has a 20, so you got to beat a 20 on athletics.
Yowza.
Ooh, okay, this is gonna be a natty 1.
You are grappled. You gonna kick him. He grabs your leg. Well, if you like doors so much, here's a door for you, and begins to move you out of the hole.
Oh my God!
That was my plan for you. No.
Awesome. Tavian is dead. Jeremy is gone. Lilith, that's you.
Okay. So
mucus
Lilith is lying on her back, her legs squiddling up in the air like this, and she says, gentlemen, please, this is really all a misunderstanding. You see, we are on a very special mission for the Dark Lord. Plenty of opportunities to die for him, Olag, and which one of you, Duncan or Daryl or Oswald? You know, it's if we bring him back, then you get to serve your purpose again. And you, dwarf, your beard looks good. And she's gonna use Charm Person at level 3, which means it hits all 3 people. They have to make wisdom saving throws.
Okay.
Should we take his crap?
Olag is going to burn through one of his legendary resistances in response to that spell. You see that Bullrick looks over at you and says, "Hey, now, first of all, I will say this. You are the most stunning woman I have ever seen in my life." And you see that
Sleep with him.
over there, Miles, who's the one who's done up in the vine, says I mean, in Gorgar, an 8's a 10. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it like it is.
Oh, you're negging me. Very, very good.
Awesome. So you cast Charm Person. Any bonus action or anything else like that?
It's
Does she have
gonna.
like a shit ton of strength?
And are you?
Yeah.
Can you just throw a log off the ship?
I know, that's the thing. I guess, I can stand up, right?
Yeah, you can stand up.
Okay,
Yeah.
I will stand up. That's it for me then.
Cool. The end of that, Olaf's gonna take another legendary action. And the darkness prevents Fraud from doing any more damage to the ship. And then it's going to be Leland, your turn.
All right, it is my turn. I'm going to go ahead and stand up with my movement.
Hell yeah. Oh, sorry, this Vingori jumps over the side of the ship. He breaks out of the ensnaring strike.
Oh, he did break out. Did he take his damage?
He did. So go ahead and roll his damage. He does fail that save. So roll that damage. And he...
Next time, RSVP.
15.
You see he leaps over the side. Leland, you stand up with half your movement, floating above the deck of the ship. You hear old Pickering appears to be bludgeoning a goblin to death in the darkness with his stump. And what do you do?
Is that bit of fuse
Yes,
still
it
going?
is.
I look around with the sword out and go, look over the fuse and be like, I want to stab something. And I'm going to go ahead and rush over to it and cast Chill Touch to go ahead and extinguish it. And we're in darkness, they'll never fucking know.
So convenient that the lights went out.
Incredible. Chill touch, awesome. Are you moving anywhere within the space or no?
Let's see. I know that Olog's probably up top, and I'm
Yes.
gonna go ahead and try and lend some aid there. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my movement, the rest of my movement if I can, to at least get as close to her onto the deck.
Sure. You go 5, 10, 15. Cool. Yeah, you burst out over
That's
here.
about as far as I could get, probably. with the
Probably,
rest of my
yeah.
movement,
But yes, you burst out there. You see Olag engaged with Lilith. Any bonus actions?
Yes, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to Hexblade's curse him.
Cool.
So as I step to the door and be like, Olag, you know you want to die.
Finally, someone who wants what I want.
Let's go ahead and finish this exchange.
Hell yeah. You see Galfast on the ship as the ship is plummeting out of the sky. She makes this horrifying choice. She looks at you holding the crown, the thing is falling. She looks at the volcano and she goes, she sees that this is headed straight for the volcano, looks at you, at your giant ass turtle shell, this other thing, and is like, you see her, how much you gonna roll? No. She sizes up your dexterity, sees nothing flying, sees everything plummeting, looks at the crown and makes a bet and goes, you're bound for the fire, and I'm bound for Trova. Grabs a chunk of sail and leaps from the side of the zeppelin and parachutes away without the crown.
Nice.
And just starts sailing off into the smoke and ash.
Hell yeah, cool. Yeah, you idiot, I got your dang crown.
Everything's turning up softball.
Pirates, okay. Bat Henry is down, Anne is down. It's only old Pickering down here fighting in the darkness with a bunch of goblins. Pickering, well, he has a disadvantage. He's still... Yeah, he smashes a goblin's skull apart with his stump. Just, Rui, I still got some fight in me.
Might be a bomb.
We're gonna roll to see if there's a bomb in this goblin.
Oh no.
So always happens.
On a natural 1, there's a bomb in this goblin. Not a big chance there's a bomb, but on a natural 1, there's a bomb. That's 15. There's no bomb in that goblin. Wonderful.
We instituted the Goblin Bomb Amendment. It's an archaic law. We should probably really abolish it.
Yeah.
We use it very often. It's really cruel.
Super scary.
Necessary at birth. It's just.
It's super metal at the time.
Yeah, it's just a fun surprise every once in a while.
Yeah, so as a religious choice, it makes sense. But saying it's for cleanliness doesn't make any sense.
What was Lilith offering to Bulric? What was she sort of asking her about?
Your beard looks very nice.
Oh.
She says, right, thank you. No, sorry, she says, right, I'll appreciate that. And she goes and jumps in the hole down here next to these guys. Yeah, was there anything else Lilith says to her?
Perhaps we should take care of this obviously very bad man here.
And it goes to Oleg.
Yeah, well, she looks at Olag and is like, yeah, he fits the profile of someone that I,
He's clearly evil. Look at him.
She takes a double move action. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, she takes her whole turn just like getting basically over here. She is not fast.
I mean, not to be stereotypical or anything, but I mean, he's an orc and he's got like spikes on his pauldron.
Exactly. This goblin is going to come over here, take a swing at old Pickering. Misses terribly. Cool. That's going to be after the goblins go. That's Sokbar.
Hey, so I am plummeting very far, correct?
That is correct.
I am down there. Great. So what I would like to do, this is probably going to take me out of the fight for the rest of the thing, but I believe I will survive. I would like to for basic, how does physics work? I would like to jump give myself like as far as I can up, and as I'm jumping, I want to down my potion of gaseous form and turn into a cloud of gas and gently float my way back up to the ship.
Hell yeah, Grace, you and you can feel your blood start to scream, your bones wail as you vomiting gas, and this screaming, it's like a weird fetid bog stench monsters, and you leave out of the falling zeppelin where all the goblins and Hobbit just fall towards the yawning maw volcano. Your gear and equipment comes with you, including the last crown.
The last crown.
Woo! Gassy crown.
Now, I can only move 10 feet at a time once I'm in gaseous form, so I am just very slowly just sort of drifting back up or towards I don't know where the hell Jeremy went.
If you want to just, you might just be like drifting off away from combat or like back towards the ship, whichever way you want to go, you can. But it'll probably be a round or two before you can get there.
Yeah, I'll drift back towards combat and assume that my bond with Jeremy is such that he'll be able to find me again. And I don't know if Jeremy's weird parachute powers can support me anyway, so I'll just start drifting back towards combat.
It would be beautiful
as an adorable
if he did catch you.
With a mucus parachute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I don't know if I'm allowed to do this or if he's out of it, but if on Jeremy's turn, if I can try to perceive anything.
Where Jeremy is.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Olag calls for the troll to swing. Troll misses again. And troll misses again on the next call from Olag. That darkness is proving extremely clutch.
I wonder who did this. It's so nice.
On Olag's turn.
Insane.
Leland so much. Olag is going to leap at you. And is going to start taking some...
Do I get an attack?
You do get an attack opportunity on him, yes.
Fantastic.
Bring it, Spidey boy. My blade is thirsty.
Oh, I want this so bad.
It's a really intense up close.
So that's a 28.
28 hits.
Okay, great. So that's 7 piercing damage, and he gets yanked 10 feet back.
Cool. So he goes for Leland and is yanked back to you, but we'll take that. As an opportunity to make his attacks on you. One of them hits, dealing another 16 points of damage to you. And I'm gonna need you to make a strength saving throw.
I'm like, I was literally distracting him away from. Fine.
I got this, Leland.
No, it's fine.
Don't worry yourself.
I'll just sit right here.
Okay,
I will use my
43?
reaction to sit. I will actively go prone to sit where I am and pout.
Oh, dang it.
No, that'd be a 14.
14 succeeds. You are not knocked off the ship. That is Olaf's turn. Maggie, that's your turn.
Okay. So is this Hobart or Fraud?
That's Fraud.
Fraud? Okay. So he's trying to hit the ship, but he can't because it's dark?
That is, well, he's missing a lot.
He's just missing a lot. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Can I try to persuade him back onto our side?
Yeah, you
Okay.
can. You're in pitched combat, so the odds are not great.
Okay,
but you're
then
welcome to do that.
Maybe, I have 8 persuasion. Maybe not.
Is Fraud still holding Markus out over the edge of the ship?
Oh yeah, is he still holding him?
Yes, he is still holding Markus out over the edge of the ship.
Okay. Is there a swift way I can bring Markus back in, like some sort of acrobatics type thing?
Yeah, you can make an opposed athletics check to just grab Markus away from the troll. Absolutely.
Okay, I'll do that.
Cool.
4 plus 10, 14.
You have advantage.
Oh, and I have
because you
advantage,
are-
yes.
Yeah.
3, okay, and 3, so 14.
He rolled a 2. You yank Markus. You and Markus is back on the barrels.
Okay, good.
Incredible. But that's your action. If you want to take a bonus action, you can. But again, you haven't frenzied yet in this battle, and it would give you that point of exhaustion. So you might be done, or you can move.
I'll be done.
Cool. Efink, that's you. You're piloting the ship.
Yes, I would like to do two things. My bonus action, I've got the ship and on the helm, and ideally on the rest of the ship, I do cast Sanctuary really quickly. And I'm like, please do not fail us now. Yeah, and
You're casting Sanctuary on who?
the ship.
I am going to fully disallow that. I mean, you motherfuckers really try me, and I'm going to tell you right now, you're not casting Sanctuary on the ship. Nice try.
Fine. But remember when I disallowed a critical hit? Okay.
I remember that. That was me being very cool. I remember that. That was very fun that I did that.
Really killing you. Okay, then what I am going to do, I'm going to firebolt.
Persuade the ship.
Yeah, do not want to
Well, all
die.
Sanctuary would do is if anyone next tried to hit it, they would have to wisdom save against hitting it. That's all it would do. And then they would have to, you know that. Okay, great. So I will firebolt Olag.
Cool.
And this is my first ranged spell attack, so that's very cool.
Fun.
Oh my God, it's enormous. It's plus 10. Oh, everyone's is plus 10, I guess. But to me, that's a lot. 23 to hit.
That hits.
Yay! Okay,
ahead
so
and
I
roll
get to
damage.
roll 4d10. All right, so this is fire damage. We've got 10 and 15. We've got 25 fire damage
Holy shit.
right to his face.
25 fire damage right to his face. He's still up, but just a blast of fire. At the end of your turn, he is going to use a legendary action to move, actually. So we go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And he's going to leap down here.
I do whisper
Yes,
sweet
that is.
nothings to the ship, though.
Yes.
We can move it, right?
I guess, okay, on my turn, can I move the ship?
Yeah.
I
where do
can
you want to
still
move it?
pilot?
You're right over this caldera of this scary volcano right now.
Away.
Does he?
Yeah.
He doesn't get an attack.
Yes, I wish to move it away.
From board? No, he moves away
Like
around
slightly down so I can get there a little faster too. That could also.
Oh, yeah.
so that's
yeah, I
Effie.
guess I still think you're on the ship, huh? Or
Yeah, you wouldn't know
No,
that.
he's a gas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know. And I wouldn't be able to communicate that with
Yeah,
you.
no, but definitely I think out of the way of the
Out of this.
caldera.
I think I'm the only one that saw you go over, and then the ship fell. As you were going, it's fine, I'm fine.
Fine, I got it. Fraud does hammer the ship this round, although the darkness did prevent a critical, and deals 15 damage with one stroke, and then 28 on the next. Smashing into the side of the ship. And at the end of his turn, Olag is going to him to swing again. And he misses. That's going to be Markus. That's you.
So I remember how well Efink followed directions when she spoke to Gogmoth to get the directions. I was like, all right, I'm gonna show you a trick I like to do. Everyone else has to hold on.
What?
You're gonna turn the wheel right, and you're just gonna use all your strength to move it to the left. And I wanna tilt the ship to knock him out.
Oh, whoa.
At the risk of everyone inside
Yes, yes,
down
yes,
there
yes.
falling out too.
Okay.
Hell yeah!
bad
I'm
feeling
going to say
about
that
it.
because you're not at the helm, that has to happen on Efink's turn. That would be a move action from you.
Okay.
And you can use Marcus's proficiency bonus at the maneuver because he's calling out the command.
Yes!
And that'll
Captain!
And that'll be like a full, because Efink just went, that'll be like a full round before we
Yeah.
can do that, right?
Yeah, it'll be a little while before we get there. Okay. So that's a part of your, I guess, just your movement, or you're
got
sending
it.
that out. Is there anything else you want to do while you're down here?
Yeah, this, am I still being grappled?
No, you're out. Maggie saved you.
Oh, nice. Thank you, Maggie.
Oh, no problem.
Okay. I'm gonna try it one more time. Get off of my airship again. and
Go to
this,
Spartacus kick.
Yeah, another Spartacus kick.
You got to beat a 19 on an athletics check.
Oh my God. Oh! It is a 23. Or a 20, actually. My athletics is
Oh my God. You leap into the darkness. Your golden skull mask glows, and you kick a troll in the chest out into the open sky, and he begins to plummet into the volcano. He goes, "The most happened door I've ever seen!"
I feel a troll fall through me.
And I shout back up to Efink, "Never mind, never mind."
Yes, Captain.
Lilith, that's gonna be your turn.
Okay, I guess there's still.
the-
Who is there still?
There's the dwarf there.
She's
She's charmed, and then we have Olag down
Olag
there.
down below decks.
Oh, Olag is
And then
below
one goblin.
decks. Question: since Olag just jumped below decks, is that in range of 30 feet of the prow, like where the chains are?
Yes, it is within range of 30 feet of the prow.
Okay, so as a bonus, I want the vines to like whip him out.
Awesome.
So make a dex check.
Makes a dex check. He's going to burn through another legendary resist. But that's your bonus action.
Okay.
You have your action left.
Okay, I'm gonna move around to the other side here. The other side to up above where there's the hole there, right?
The main hole that got broken up by Maggie is up here. This grate right here.
Oh no, I mean the hole around
Oh,
on
yeah,
the
right
side,
over here.
right?
Yes, yes, yeah.
So I can move. I have 50 feet of movement, so I'm gonna move around up onto the side of the ship so I can see
Spider
into the
climb
hole.
onto the
Spider
side.
climb onto the side
Use
of
your
the
body to
ship.
plug the hole.
Yes.
Pure horror.
So I have dark vision, so I can see
This
into
is magical
everything.
darkness.
Magical darkness.
It's magical darkness, so it doesn't work.
Unfortunately.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is so risky. I'm gonna thorn whip into. I'm gonna web whip into the hole and see what I can drag out.
Yes.
Okay.
Like a claw machine.
I'm gonna aim for antagonists.
Cool.
Your eyes closed.
I am.
Someone has the gentle touch.
All right, I'm going to
jiggly
roll.
puff again?
I'm going to roll to see what you pull out with a random web whip.
Yes.
No, please don't let it be Leland.
Oh my God. Oh no.
It's not Leland at all. You
No, is it old?
you whip old Pickering into your hands, and he goes, "Milady." I didn't understand that you'd be this forward.
How goes the battle?
Oh, pretty well. You see, he reaches in and pulls out another flintlock. Still got one hand.
Well, very good. Hang on to the side here with me. And
All right.
we're gonna fire on into there blindly, mostly.
Incredible.
I can. Oh God, he gets piercing damage, doesn't he? Oh my God.
Oh yeah, roll piercing damage.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Do I have to roll to hit?
No, I would roll for what you struck. We'll say there's no damage and Pickering just
Okay.
flies
All
out.
right. Yeah, because I'm just at this point going.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Leland, that's you.
All right. As you curl under after pulling him away, going, "Don't worry, I got." So like, I am the leader of the Vinguri. I do not need to be babysat.
I got you, Leland. It's all right, honey.
As Olag has jumped below deck and has moved too far out of the range, instead for me to run there. However, I do rush forward to the edge of the deck and I use my Relentless Hex as a bonus action to teleport 30 feet next to my hex target. So below the deck, the shadows come out of this sphere of darkness that's still there and form up into the shape of Leland in front with the Grief Maker rune blade in hand.
Hell yeah.
We have business to attend to. And starts speaking the black tongue of Golnar as I go ahead and attempt to attack him.
You see, he rips his breastplate off and goes, "Right here you go!"
I mean, sure.
Just let us kill you.
Go for it. Roll your attacks.
All right, the second one. Oh, no. So, even with that one is, well, that depends on his breastplate. That'd be 16.
16 does that hit Olag. It does not hit Olag.
Leland, you had a sword, right? You had a full sword. And you had...
So you go to plunge it in, and you see it hits his pectoral muscle, and his muscle is so thick with scar tissue that Griefmaker lodges in there, and he just starts openly weeping. Please push harder. Please.
Second attack to push harder then.
What's going on down there?
Go for
I'm
it.
trying to kill the thing!
I think Leland messed up.
It sounds sounds sexy, but sort of like a failed.
25 to hit.
Yeah.
25 does it. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yay.
Yay.
All right.
It seems with such similar end games, this should all be easier.
I know. Just kill yourself, Ola.
All right. That is going to be 25 points of damage.
Ooh, Olag is looking messed up. You good, yes, that's what I like. Hell yeah. At the end of your turn, he's gonna take a swing at you and deals. That's a critical hit.
I'm going to use Armor of Hexes since he is hecked by me. So if I roll a 4 or higher, it misses automatically.
If you roll 4 higher, awesome.
Nope. Why would that work?
16, 19. You take 26 points of damage, and I'm going to need you to also make a concentration check. Make a concentration check. DC 13.
Yes. Yes, 15.
Cool. Darkness is maintained. Awesome.
Though actually, I don't need the darkness at this moment because it's not all it's doing is holding off the goblin. It was mainly to keep the troll, so I'm actually going to drop the darkness.
Ooh.
You drop the darkness. That's Leland. Galfast is gone. Pickering is going to take a flintlock, fire at the goblin. He misses. Ping, 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 ping.
Okay.
Just keep using your nub. That was working.
We're gonna roll, because he's firing directly at all the gunpowder, and he missed his target, we're just gonna roll. It's not a high probability. You just don't want a 1 through 4. That's the thing. 15, you're good.
Pickering.
Playing, he fires there.
That was still like a 1 out of 5 chance, right?
But not too much. Too much to keep him on the ship. Yeah.
Bullrick gets all the way back up here.
Just don't do anything.
That's
just
gonna
stomping around.
Yeah. End of Bullrick's turn. You see Olag calls out to the goblin and says, "Light the fire!" And you see the goblin reaches in for some flint, flint and steel. It is in darkness.
No, you dropped the dark.
I dropped the
Oh, you dropped the darkness. That's right. Okay. It's going to go and try to set the gunpowder ablaze. Now that it can see what it's doing, it gets a +4 to this check. The DC is a 15 on an 11 or higher. The goblin lights up the ship. It's a nat 20. So I'm now going to roll to see if the goblin also has a bomb in it.
Oh my! Just in case we want to know how the
It's
goblin's
only on a
doing.
nat 1 that would happen. 13. You're fine. So there's not a double
Oh, thank
bomb.
goodness.
Oh, thank goodness.
Who cares?
Okay, so that's a nat 20. Hold on 1 second, guys. I gotta just.
Maybe we did do that dark.
So like,
Who turned on the lights
can I,
in here?
if that, can
That was
I,
Leland.
can I do the same thing I did before? I can do it 5 times per, I mean, I don't know, I know it's an ability check, but that critical thing, that,
Well, it's not. It's a skill check, so it didn't really score a. He was just trying to light this bomb on fire.
but you did seem really happy about rolling a natural 20.
I wasn't
Trying to take that away again.
Yeah. No, I understand that everyone here wants to rob me of my joy. I get that, and I do appreciate it. I'm unfortunately.
Genuinely feel you there.
Yeah. But no, I will have my fun. Absolutely.
Good on you.
So let's see here.
I passed through a pigeon on my way up. So.
Just something before.
Okay. I'm going to need everybody below Dex to make a dexterity saving throw.
What's
6.
going
You
on
technically have
down
advantage
there?
Okay.
As a
Same fucking number twice.
22 for me.
An 8. An 8.
An 8.
11.
8, 11.
No.
I'm a
You're
cloud of
a
gas.
cloud of gas. 22. And you have evasion, you take no damage.
Yeah.
So the explosion dealt 67 points of fire damage. You guys will each take that full amount. You will take half because you're a tiefling, so you will take 33.
Okay.
You will take none. The ship is vulnerable to fire, as it is made of wood, so that's going to be 67 times 2 is 134.
Ooh, we're barely hanging on, but we're
What, do we have like 20 hit points left or something?
Oh gosh.
less.
Les?
At the end of the goblin's turn, Olag is going to take a legendary action.
No.
Is the goblin still alive?
Oh, the goblin is extremely dead. The goblin is barely a memory. The goblin has been exploded so hard that it can barely have been said to exist at all.
It might as well have been a bomb.
Yeah.
She's made it through worse.
So unfortunately,
Not much worse.
So unfortunately, in the initiative order, after the goblins is Soak Bar, and after so at the end of the goblin's turn, Olag is going to take an attack on the ship. It's legendary action.
This doesn't help you die. What are you gonna do?
Just kill yourself, Olag.
He hits, deals the ship 7 plus 4 is 11 points of damage. What's the siren's HP at?
We are now at
17, right?
17.
Yeah. No, I'm like, can we repair the ship at all?
I mean, we basically won if we get Olag off, right?
Yeah.
He's the only dude left.
No.
Uh-oh, no.
It is his turn, because after Soak Bar, it's his turn in the initiative order. He hits twice. Okay. The ship has 17 hit points left. We're gonna do Box of Doom. Olag is rolling 2d6 plus 4 each time he hits.
And he was hitting twice?
And
He hits twice. That's correct.
and John is close or far?
8 plus 4 is 12.
Oh! Everyone hold their breath.
2 6s.
Yeah.
The bomb goes off, rends the belly of the ship out into open sky. Olag reaches his hand to the prow of the ship, goes, "Ah! I have been cursed with eternal life!" and rips the front of the ship in half. Boom! The siren, riddled with flame and its belly pulled out, is completely left to fend for itself. Olag rips the front of the ship in half, and as you move it, Efink, you watch like an earthquake, the ship just split until you are floating in the air with the helm wheel in your hand, detached from the ship.
Jeremy!
You all begin to plummet out of the sky. And with that, we are going to say tune in next week for another exciting episode of Escape from the Bloodkeep.
What the heck, Brandon?
Time slows to a standstill.
So the battle didn't go well, I take it.
You've got like a split second, basically, to try and do something.
Natural 1.
That's a nat 1.
It's a no one.
This is a bad day.
Okay, fuck right off.
What is that? An archer looking at me through the... a scroll attached to the arrow. Brigand, there are more full episodes of Dimension 20 available right now on dropout.tv. Hopefully, your viewers will be less fool than you and sign up for their free trial today.